Hello! Welcome everyone to Vampire the Masquerade, Blood of the Thunderbird. I am Briar. I'm not your host, but I like to talk a lot, and that's why I talk at every introduction. And welcome to Untold Realms. This is where you guys are supposed to do something.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
There we go.
I'm in pain from a headache.
Don't worry, you're gonna be in pain from vampire fighting very shortly.
Vampire noises.
The vampire noises. E ooh ooh tookie tookie.
That's
Bing,
monkey
bang,
noises.
bing, bang.
Who said? Who said?
I did.
You're wrong. You're
The
wrong. Kicks you from the call.
Are just better humans. So vampires that were monks have finally earned the final letter in the word monk, and that's the E.
Monkey.
Monkey.
So, Angels, how did you get kicked from Untold Realms? I was wrong.
That was wrong. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is going to be very different from stuff that Untold Realms has done in the past. This is Vampire the Masquerade. This is a very different TTRPG from Dungeons & Dragons, where most of the roles do not focus on D20s, rather D10s. Why am I talking about this? Hey, Makeshift, you should be doing that.
Thank you. So, Vampire the Masquerade. In Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, it's much more akin to, like, you've played video games before and you want to switch to tabletop, you still want the game part. In Vampire the Masquerade, it's much more so kind of focused on storytelling, and me as the DM, I'm more like a cameraman than anything else. Whereas in, like, Dungeons & Dragons, I'm more like the person setting up a game. Here, I'm just kind of like, yeah, there's probably like some chemically strong things in a janitor's closet here. If you want to try turning those into a weapon, yeah, sure. We'll do a vibe check to see how effective it is at like smoking out a room or something. But in general, Vampire the Masquerade has a pretty long pre-built history to it. If you don't know about it, it's called the World of Darkness. Vampire the Masquerade, everybody plays as edgy vampires who try and uphold the masquerade. Go figure. It's right in the name. The whole objective. And everybody just plays as these derelict, like piece of crap people who. The way I like to describe it to people is, uh, in Vampire the Masquerade, you basically gotta act as if like you're a killer who's trying to hide a body, and you yourself are the body. So, very few heroes in this story. Whole lot of just bad people trying to scrape by,
To
and
add
that's
on
what
to
we got
that,
here today.
when you play D&D, you mostly expect your group to be very, camaraderie and party-like. Everyone in Vampire the Masquerade is out for themselves. So there's a lot more infighting. We'll try to keep that to a minimum. I can't promise anything. I am a menace to society, and I should be locked away. However, no one has managed to catch me yet, so here I am.
Yet being the operative word.
Can't promise to use people for own advantage here.
Yeah, probably. Anywho, should we introduce our characters first, or should we wait until we're actually in the story, Makeshift?
You can. That's a good question because we're basically just going to introduce them all right at the start anyway. So, yes, introduce your characters now in alphabetical order.
Fuck. Why do I always start characters off with like B or C's? I shoot myself in the foot. Well, I'm playing Clementine. She is a casino house dealer. She deals things. She is part of the clan.
Toreador.
Toreador. Thank you.
There you go.
Pronunciation of things. It's not my style. It's not my suit. So forgive me.
You're wearing one though.
Da 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 da.
She's very flirtatious and self-driven. I don't know what else to tell, so.
Physical?
Clan Toreador. Makeshift, could you give a little insight into Clan Toreador? Just a little, like, what they do?
Gotcha.
While my dog goes crazy in the background.
Oh, nice.
Go crazy.
Clan Toreador. Let me take a quick peek at the wiki since I could not be bothered to memorize literally all of World of Darkness
I can say
in such
this.
a short time, but this is yes, Purple?
I can say that their nicknames are the Roses, so it just fit me perfectly. I can't help that.
Yes, Clan of the Rose, or the Artisans. So, as the name would imply, they are the artistically inclined. If you want to think of what kind of aesthetic that this clan gives off, it's going to be the kind of like at some like posh art show. Like these will be the ones who are dressed all fancy, looking to like discuss the meaning of some painting that's just a sheet of like red paint. That's them.
Sure, it's paint or blood.
Totally not the blood of our enemies. Not at all.
And moving on to Donald McTosh.
Yeah, Donald McTosh. Donald McTosh is a older gentleman. I say older, but he's only in his late 30s, early 40s. Currently, he's drenched neck to toe in blood, wearing a rather stylish outfit, more so than what he's actually comfortable with. But other than the form-fitting clothes, he is deceptive in his portrayal, since he was part of the Marine Raider Regiment during the War on Terror. Spent a long time as a Marine before returning back home, forming a private military company with the same people he served in his platoon. He is of the clan Caitiff, I believe I'm saying that correct, which is the clan of the, clanless, or orphans, trash, scum.
Damn, he's calling
Sam.
orphans trash, SMH.
Yeah.
How
What
dare
are
you.
they gonna do? Go to their parents?
Oh my god.
But there's a very good reason to why he isn't too worried about this, because he's not aware of this. He used to be a ghoul, which is, for people who don't know, basically a person sucking on that good vampire blood juice, gaining some of their power, but none of their negatives. In, of course, return for literal, undeniable obedience.
Hot.
You're drinking that
Uh,
liquid mind control.
Exactly.
All right, and moving on to the next one, Yasha.
Hallo, mein Name ist Herbert Müller.
Does
God.
the whole intro in German, no one knows a damn thing.
No, I'm not. But Herbert is indeed from a previously German family. However, he was abandoned as a small child and grew up in the mafia, where he took care of the dogs. He was at some point found by a member of the Gangrel family, or clan, sorry, and seeing how well he handled even the most aggressively trained dogs, they were like, yo, I like you. I'll make you one of us. And now he is now a member of the Gangrel clan. He has his trusty little dog, which is a beautiful husky named Nyla. She's a good girl, unless I want her not to be a good girl. Then she'll rip your throat out.
May I say again? Hot.
That is Herbert.
Nice. And finally, on to you, Briar.
Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Shiloh. Hello, Shiloh. Shiloh is a part of the clan Malkavian, which, if you're not familiar, Malkavians are usually regarded as schizophrenics and absolutely bonkers because they have some supernatural shit going on in their mind to where they can kind of have a little bit of premonition and a little bit of a foresight, which kind of makes a person go crazy. Shiloh was born to a extremely strict Catholic family, and she grew up surrounded by extremely strict Catholicism. And she was practically raised by the family's priest in their church. Little did she know her family's priest was actually a part of the kindred. And he's not a good man. He did some very unsavory things to Shiloh, and when she turned 18, he turned her. And when she realized what he had done, she went nuts and killed him. And now, Shiloh kind of wanders the streets, and she hunts priests. And she's quite nuts, and quotes the Bible a lot, and does very edgy things. She's very much, I am 14 and this is deep, but if they took it to a whole new level.
I am 14 and this is deep, and I'm gonna stab you with it.
Pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm 14, and this wound is deep. I can tell because I'm holding your heart in my hand.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
Shiloh is 18, just so everybody knows. She is 18. or at least she was turned when she was 18. But
By
yeah.
now, much older.
Yeah. Oh, she's like 65 at this point. She's been around since the. Oh God, what did I put? She was turned. She was turned in 1959, so she's seen a lot.
God.
She's
damn.
old. She's an old woman. But she still acts like a child because, haha, trauma and schizophrenia do very, very not fun things to your brain. Yeah.
Hmm.
Shiloh. I hope you like her.
Nice. And that is our wacky cast of characters. So a bomb drops on all of you, and the game ends. Just kidding.
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
We
What
all
a way to
step out
end.
into the
What a
sun.
great session,
Drink to
thanks.
that.
Okay, do a drinking game
anyway.
on how many times Makeshift says nice tonight.
You will die very soon.
Speaking of
Not
drinking,
in-game, whoever
I
does that.
actually have several tiny shots here, and I'm gonna drink them throughout the game. So, cheers, everybody. I'm having some apple liquor.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and before we get started, quick disclosure: we're kind of to anybody who's like watching this VOD in the future. Perhaps we have a bunch of VTM on the channel now. In like I don't know, a couple months or something. If you're watching this now, just know kind of getting a feel for things. We didn't do a session 0. This is kind of just like spitballing things. All these guys could die in like the first hour if they do some stupid stuff. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
This is the first time we're doing this. We're probably gonna be stupid.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
We're gonna be a little loosey goosey with the rules too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is very much, we're testing this out. If it goes well, sure. Maybe we'll do more.
Yeah, just like the first Rise of Estia.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Oh dear God, please don't
And
give us a
sadly, one
campaign
of us
that's
is in
30
pain
sessions
and-
long.
So anyway, you all start off. I'm going to say you've all been in a group, and you've briefly, for like the last, I'd say 15 minutes, you've all gotten mildly acquainted with each other as you've found yourselves walking down the same path for one reason or another. You've all found yourselves trying to escape the loving city of Boston, placed rather close to me, so I'm just using it as the nearest city. And as you're making your way in the dim light of night, sundown was like probably 2 hours ago. You're all on the run from the various forces that seek to final death you. And you've all gotten a letter, some form of communication, in one way or another. Be it letter or, I don't know, email, text messages, messenger pigeon. From a mysterious individual who seems to have your best interest at heart, but you can't be too sure in these dim nights. They told you to meet them at the location, and it seems that these other 3 have been told the same thing. And currently, you're all about like 2 minutes away from the destination you're supposed to be at, and it's starting to get a little more woodsy out here. What do you all do as you stroll down this dark, dreary lane towards the forest?
Shiloh, who's been kind of at the back, she starts humming a hymn.
You all hear Shiloh starting to hum a little hymn in the dim of the night, even though noise might attract something.
Good.
Donald feels at home. He feels back where he should be, so he lets go of this obvious security issue.
Good.
Keeps an eye out.
Great. Ja då.
Was? What did you say?
Great. Ja då.
Oviedo. Oh yes, okay, that's what you said. You're leaning heavy into the German. I like it.
Microwave.
Would you say, Purple?
I said the evil microwave was going for a moment.
Oh no.
Oh no. Clementine gets microwaved out of existence as the sun shines a single beam on her character.
Brrr.
See you later.
All right, Clementine's dead and out of the game. No, I'm kidding.
Um, how long do you continue to sing that hymn?
Good question. You know, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Popular Catholic hymns for
I'll-
funerals. Let's do that, shall we?
Oh god.
If it's longer than 3 minutes, Donna's gonna turn to look at you.
Let me see. Hold on. See, these are all Christian songs. I want actual old hymns.
Sucks to suck, you're Catholic.
Hold on. Catholic hymnals. There we go. There we go. Roman Catholic Church hymnals. There we go. I love Google so much. Let's see. What's the longest one I can find? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am actually looking.
13.
I am actually looking for a very specific one. I have it somewhere. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the song? Where's
No
the
pressure.
There should be a lot of pressure. There should be.
I'd like
No
to
pressure,
I'd like to
Briar.
think that Shiloh is looking at their phone right now, trying to figure out what song they're humming. And their fingers are struggling to make the phone work properly.
Because I have nothing in tech. There it is. There it is. God of love, oh God of goodness. That's what she's humming. Where the fuck is the music? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's longer than 3 minutes. Enjoy.
Yeah, so after 3 minutes or so, Donald tilts his head to look back over at you. Can you stop the insistent singing?
She does stop and she just like looks at you. And she's giving you this like toothy grin.
Damn vampires.
You do realize you're surrounded by 3, right?
I am damn well aware of who I am surrounded by. Still doesn't change my opinion of you.
Mm.
Gotta say, at least, guy's smart staying this far away from city center.
Smart or paranoid?
They both serve the same purpose in this one.
Actually, if you said we're going towards a forest, right?
Yeah, the tree line is getting denser around you. Like you've gone from you probably started at the edge of the city in the suburbs, and now you don't even occasionally see like a factory building. You're starting to get into a woodsy area. But with your vampiric vision, it's still pretty easy to see a good distance.
Smart is better. If they are paranoid, they are more likely to greet us with a shotgun, and I'd rather not have that.
Well,
I went into Russian accent, not German. What the fuck?
What the fuck there, Yasha?
Rather not have that, comrade.
Rather not have that, comrade.
Well,
Buckshot or birdshot?
I'd rather not.
If
The
they're
suit
there.
is very expensive.
Buckshot.
wrong.
If not slug rounds.
Slug. Exactly.
Again, I'd rather not. The suit was expensive, and I didn't buy it.
And I'd rather not spend any of my rounds on a guy who's supposedly here to help us. But we'll see where the evening takes us. For now, don't do much noise, please. He looks pointedly at Shiloh.
And what do I get out of it?
You get to continue your dead life.
Shiloh wants to look around and see if she sees anything, any signs of life.
As you do that, and as you finish speaking to each other about continuing your dead life, about 3 kilometers out, you can hear what seems to be something like a large tree branch cracking off in the distance, and it catches your attention. When you look in the direction that it came from, you see a little ways down the road a rather blandly colored car that was a bit hard to spot until your attention was drawn in its direction. It seems like it's got a few small branches on it, but whatever made that sound definitely wasn't near that car.
Here it comes.
Silence.
No.
Donald is gonna hunch over a little bit and is gonna actively keep an eye out. 360 sort of thing.
You do that, not really spotting anything.
The the path we're on, how is the tree coverage? Like, are we pushing our way past trees? Can we see? I mean, I assume we can see quite a bit.
You're still on a paved road, but the last time you saw, like, a house property was probably, like, a kilometer back up the road. And now it's starting to get a little more... Like, you can see the city skyline if you, like, peer through the trees. But it's clear that you're in an area that's, like, not particularly well habited. It's getting woodsy.
Okay. Herbert, right?
Yeah.
Your dog doesn't seem spooked, so I take that as a good sign.
Look over at Nyla. Not much scares the good girl. She's been for worse. And Emily's feral whispers to talk to her. You see anything? Go.
You do that, and she responds to you by saying she doesn't see anything.
Alright.
Alright.
It's being ridiculous.
Now, why do you say that?
Because clearly, there's something they want from us. If they have our interests in mind, as they put it. So I don't think they're gonna try and kill us first.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about anything else. Donna will continue walking.
Tired, Shiloh?
No.
Do you all reach the car?
Fuck yeah, car time.
Yeah.
Beep boop.
Okay.
Beep boop.
You all approach the car. Who's at the front?
Probably Donald.
Yeah, Shiloh's
Donald.
at the back.
Donald, as you
I don't-
approach the car, you don't see anything sitting in the seats. However, you do notice that it looks like the lock hatch is up and the car should be unlocked.
Hmm.
It's just parked on the side of the road.
Can I do a quick scan for any improvised explosives?
Sure. What kind of skill do you think would help you
Uh,
succeed at that?
Great question. I would say survival, says it's a no.
I'd be willing to say insight and streetwise would make a lot of sense.
I don't have either of those. But then
Do you have
again, he was not
awareness or
a-
investigation?
No.
Lamau.
I had to spend my points as good as I could, and here we are. I do have drive.
Drive?
Yes. So basically,
As in car driving?
Yes. So I have some knowledge of how cars are meant to look and such, and I have some experience through my career. But that's not saying much, is it?
I'll let that count towards success. Give me some D10 rolls. I'm gonna say this is difficulty 3 to spot and difficulty 2 to spot any sort of like bomb. No, not 2, just 1.
Did everything die? Shit. Shit, I think everything just died. Fuck. Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi? Hello?
Hi?
What the hell just
Hi.
happened?
Hello?
Did that happen for everybody or just me?
We were still role playing.
Holy crap. Yeah, no, that happened like what the hell? Everybody went silent right after Makeshift was like, "Yeah, give me the roll." And I was like, "Dang, angels do be taking a long time." Wasn't angels.
I
Okay.
guess Discord had an oopsie then.
I guess. I was like, "Oh crap, did my internet just
Oopsie
die?"
poopsie.
Maybe. I'm turning my fan on real quick.
If
It's
my
odd
internet
me.
had died, my music would have died too. That's the thing. I think Discord genuinely screwed up there.
It just
Yeah.
had a small moment. Yeah, we were just talking. I've not done the roll yet because we were figuring out which attribute should be applied to as well.
Huh. Weird. Very, very weird. Anywho.
But all of our audio's good, so
Yeah. It's fine now. I don't know what that was.
All right.
Discord being
so anyway,
rude.
give me a D10 roll. If it's above a 6, you succeed on checking the car.
Okay. No, that's a 4. That's not a
You do a
success.
cursory glance, but it's hard to tell in the dark of the night, and something could maybe be under the hood. If you unlatch it, though, it could trigger something that you haven't checked for, or couldn't check for visually.
Yeah, he's not. He was not the explosive experts. Demolitions expert. There we go. Well, seems fine. Only one way to find out, right?
Yeah.
Kaboom.
I'm going
Yeah.
to step away before you guys blow us up, possibly. With your paranoia.
I've seen one too many cars explode to be really comfortable in them anymore. And he'll open up the trunk first, see if there's anything in there.
It's not even that difficult to set up.
You open the trunk, and there seems to be nothing of note. There's like it's like 2 tire irons and a baseball bat in there.
He'll He'll hold the tire irons out. Anyone want something to swing?
Ever
There's a
done with
baseball
games,
bat
but
here
thank
too.
you.
Hey, Herbert, you want one?
I'm good. I can handle myself.
He'll look to Shiloh. There's a
Mhm.
baseball bat here too.
I think I'll stick to my fangs. Thank you, though.
There's a slight look coming over his face, but he puts everything back.
She will. When you give her that look, she will look at you and then she'll bare her fangs and lick them.
He just doesn't look at you anymore.
Why do you seem to hate vampires?
He he looks at you with this look of, isn't it obvious? Is it really that hard to figure out why I do not like vampires? Or, sorry, kindred.
Maybe, or maybe I just want you to confirm my insight thinking.
And what's this grand psychological plan you have? He's gonna walk to the driver's seat.
You do that.
Now, if I told you that, wouldn't that ruin the surprise?
He's gonna open up the driver's seat car door.
You do that, and when you do, you see laying on the driver's seat is a note.
He's gonna pick that up and read it.
You read it, and it says, "If you've made it here alive, whoever remains, follow the road until you see a tree with a white X painted at its base. When you see that, take a left and travel straight perpendicular into the woods. Follow the key below to know what not to do. And below, you see a little chart that labels days of the week. And beneath today, you see a little symbol that has it's like the speaker mute button symbol.
Oh,
And there's like some sponges that are like in the seat with some rubber bands. It seems like they intended to allow you to have 2 sponges per person, as well as rubber bands per person.
to cover our ears. Is that it?
Oh, to put on our feet.
Oh, sorry, my bad. He'll read that out and describe the symbol and show it to everyone.
You describe the symbol and then show it to everybody right after.
Gotta be quiet today, huh?
He looks at Shiloh.
She grins back at you.
Stay quiet. And in full seriousness, he takes a couple of the sponges and ties them to his boots.
You do that. Your
Looked
boots are
stupider
now
before.
nicely sound dampened.
I looked stupider before.
And
he will grab them too as well and knock them under.
see, part of me wants to follow, but also part of me really wants to do something funny. I also don't want to die this early, so for once, I guess I'll follow along. She does have some
Also-
self-preservation.
Also, Donald, when you turn the note over to show the group what it looks like, you notice something on the back has some more writing. And it
Yeah.
says, keys for the car are under that rock with the X. Don't drive it in, you'll just die. See you soon. And then there's like a hyphen with like an H at the bottom.
Just to make sure that Angels is not completely on the wrong path here. With all of this information, would it be reasonable to understand that we could drive to where we were supposed to turn off and then go walk from there?
Yes, that would be a reasonable assumption. I was about to say no, because they left the car here, but then I was like, no, they just wanted to keep the keys away from the car.
Yeah, I was thinking of the sound volume, but if we're gonna be driving for a bit and then turning off and then continue walking, that would be quite the distance. Even just the last bit, so.
Indeed. So, do you all hop into the mystery machine?
Sure.
All right, Scooby Gang. You all hop inside the car. Who gets shotgun?
Me, I want shotgun.
Oh god.
And I want the front seat. Just kidding. Yeah, no, Shiloh wants shotgun. She will fight you for it if anyone tries to take it from her.
I guess Donald will ask. No, he won't ask. He doesn't trust these people. He's gonna get into the driver's seat.
Lamau.
You do that, and everybody else goes in the backseat, I assume?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Nice.
I'll tell Nyla to indeed also get a seat between me and
Clementine.
Clementine. Yep.
All right. Having fetched the keys, having gotten in, he closes his eyes as he turns on the vehicle.
The engine takes a moment. This car seems like a piece of junk. Like it's even to turn on properly. Give me a drive check with that D10 again.
Any attributes tied to it, or?
Any you'd like to tie to trying to start a car? Go for it. I'd say streetwise if you had it, but no.
No, I guess not. All right. Don't fuck me now. Hey, guess what I rolled?
4?
Same as before. Yes, exactly.
Fucking oof.
Donald continues to give it a few more tries, but then just sort of sighs. Guess we're not driving. Guess we're not driving then.
Wait, how long did you roll the die?
I rolled a die. I got a 4.
You roll it, you get a 4. So, after, it's not immediate, but after an uncomfortable amount of time, it does start revving to life in a kind of coughing, wheezing fit that a car in its earlier days would not be making. Clearly, this one is a bottom of the barrel situation, but hopefully it does still move. But that slow startup time worries you. This is called foreshadowing, folks.
Yeah. Well, hey, it didn't explode, so.
Sad.
And so, you start driving, I assume?
If the car moves, then yes.
Indeed. You drive for only about a minute or two. I'm the dumbest person alive. I said on the note that the keys were underneath the rock. Quick retcon, the keys are with you in hand. You just left them in there, because why not? This is a short
Alright.
notice thing. Because I can't be bothered to undo that.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, so the bottom of the note did not say that you had keys that the keys were under the rock, because who would leave it under the rock that was painted? You got to leave it like to the side. Anyway, Also, Purple is being forced to go get Wendy's, so they're just gonna be silently NPC mode, following along with you for the time being. Anyway, back to this. So after only about a minute or two of driving, like it was just right up the road, you do spot what seems to be the rock in question. It has a white X on it, and it seems to be propped up against the base of a tree. It's only about the size of a baseball.
The instructions made it sound like it would take longer. He stops and sort of looks at it for a few seconds before turning to the car. Well, we're here. That was faster than expected. I thought it would be like another 5 minutes or so, but he opens the car door.
Rolled open door. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Shit! You're stuck in the car. Bye.
I eat the glass.
Don't eat glass. Shiloh
Do you eat
will
the glass?
makeshift. No,
Okay, good.
I'm not that violently Malkavian. No,
Yep.
fair. Shiloh will get out, and Does anybody else have aspects in this? In the two that are currently able to use things?
No.
Haha, no.
Okay. How long does Auspex last? Or at least heightened senses? How long does heightened senses last? Until deactivated. Oh boy, am I gonna use my Auspex then?
Oh?
Yep.
Does that come with a rouse check?
Yes, I believe so. Usually does.
First, let's see what that Auspex ability does.
Yee. I'm only using the level 1 heightened senses. The vampire senses sharpen to a preternatural degree, giving them the ability to see in pitch darkness and hear ultrasonic frequencies and smell the fear of cowering prey.
Nice.
So essentially, I just
You
become
do
a
that.
walking sonar. It says the cost is technically free, but there's an issue with it. Hold on. Dice pool is wits and resolve. The user adds their Auspex rating to all perception rolls. If exposed to extreme sensations such as loud bangs, flashes of intense light, or overpowering smells while the power is active, the user must succeed on a wits plus resolve, difficulty 3 or more, roll to dampen their senses in time, or the overload causes them to sustain a -3 dice penalty to all perception-based rolls for the rest of the scene.
You know, like a flashbang.
Yeah, essentially.
Oof.
I have to, like, be very careful and not get flashbanged.
Yes.
We going in the dark forest?
Yeah, that's where we're headed now, so stay
Alright.
the fuck quiet.
So I think I don't technically have to roll anything until I get flashbanged? Is that how I'm
Yeah.
reading this? Okay, cool, yeah, no. Okay, then Auspex, it's up. I can now hear, see, and smell things really well.
Give me, now that you have that ability up, give me a difficulty 3 awareness check.
Oh, where's awareness? Oh, I have one in awareness. Nice. I have 1 in awareness. Is there anything else that you're adding to this?
Is there anything else you can convince me of?
I would make a case for resolve because she's very resourceful and she has the resolve to be able to notice when things are out of place.
You just used the word resolve.
I don't know what resolve
That's
means.
more
Okay,
wits.
please help me.
Resolve is more like Constitution.
Oh,
That's
that's
your
fucking
willpower.
stupid. Then
That's your
fine.
mental willpower.
Wits.
Wits is your smarts.
Fine, then
Your street
wits.
smarts.
If you have wits, then sure, yeah, you could add wits or intelligence to
I
this
do
roll.
have wits. I'm gonna use wits because wits is higher. So that's 1 in awareness, 2 in wits. Oh god, I have to succeed in all 3 of these.
Unless you crit.
Unless I crit, that is true. This is still technically a D10, however. Okay. Alright, here we go, boys. Clickety clackety, coming down the trackety. Holy shit! Nice! A 6, a 7, and an 8.
Ah.
Nice. You just managed to pass. With your heightened senses, you can detect that something feels off in the woods right now. There seems to be some sort of megafauna out inside the woods that's larger than deer. It almost seems like someone's like moving the wind around a lot, but in very localized places. Like something tall enough to like bump into a tree and knock over a branch is probably like waddling around out there. Because you can also hear kind of rhythmic thudding. It's very odd. You can't recognize anything like beastly or like anything beastly doesn't usually sound like this. It's almost like a big humanoid from multiple locations.
From multiple locations, so that probably means there's more than one of them. Do I tell the others or don't I? Fuck it. I'm gonna tell them. She's going to move a bit closer to Donald, and she's going to tug on the back of his jacket, trying to get his attention.
He'll turn to face you.
And she will look you, like, direct, uncomfortable eye contact, like the exact opposite of the tism. And she will try to, like, use hand signals and very soft-spoken whispers to tell you, big monster, multiple, all around. Like, she's trying to use hand gestures rather than speak.
Yeah, Donald is used to using hand gestures to speak.
Yeah.
He doesn't know sign language, but he knows tactical sign language. No, not hand signs. There we go.
It's not really tactical, but if you have experience, you'll probably get the gist.
Yeah. He nods. He motions for everyone to. He puts a finger to his lips to have everyone be quiet. He.
Herbert will like kneel down to Nyla. Whatever happens, do not call. Do not call. Do not bark. Keep quiet.
The doggo nods back at you.
And he's gonna personally make sure that everyone has their sponges on their shoes. Before he's gonna try to communicate to just follow him.
You do that. Each one of your steps is noticeably dampened. You're very quiet.
I can also use Eyes of the Beast to see in the dark.
Can I roll stealth dexterity to make sure that he takes the correct steps and to hopefully also communicate to the others that step in my footpath? To ensure that we're not stepping on any crunchy leaves or nice branches or slip anywhere.
Stealth and dexterity would be for your own purpose, but you'd have to do a
stealth leadership.
Let's see. It would be separate rolls. You do one roll for the stealth, one for leadership would work for trying to quietly tell everybody, like, hey, try and follow my steps.
All right. Stealth dexterity for myself, so that's a dice pool of 4.
Speaking of which, everybody give me a stealth check to see if you make it along this path quietly.
Stealth
Give
dex.
me. You can use stealth dex, and I'd even accept survival if you have it.
I'm doing
DC
stealth
is-
dex. 6 dice,
I'm
baby.
using survival dex because I have 0 in stealth.
You can use all of them if you have them, by the way. But give me. Everybody has to pass a 2.
Okay.
So that is a free, and 2 10s, so a crit. On my
Nice.
own
I have
stealth.
2 successes
Nice.
on 5 die.
Leadership.
Same, 2 successes. Oh wait, no, wait. 0 means 10, right? On a D10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, I have two 10s. Holy fuck!
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I got a 6, a 9, and then 2 10s. Holy fuck! I'm
Are
not
any of them
making
your
this
hunger
up.
die?
Where's my hunger die? My hunger die's over here. I haven't rolled my hunger die yet.
That's supposed to be replacing one of the dice when
Mhm.
you roll.
Well, wait, how many did I roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I didn't roll all of them, so there's the hunger die. It's 2.
Well, good thing that you crit. So leadership to help the others. Wits? Leadership wits?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you don't really need to do that at that point. They probably know to keep quiet. But if you want to try and talk,
Oh, never mind then. If it's not necessary, don't do it.
anyway, so you all follow in Donald McTosh's path. And as you're making your way through the woods, you all do an adequate job of not stepping on twigs, extra crunchy leaves, sticking to rather quiet steps as best you can. And in a time that it would have probably. The sponges seem to come in handy when you're stepping on, say, like stone that you didn't notice quite in time. But you go unobstructed for quite a while. Everyone give me a awareness check, difficulty 1.
Okay.
Awareness wits, maybe?
No, just awareness.
Oh, cool. So I'm not rolling.
I'd take awareness survive. I think
yeah,
if you
I have survival.
Are you able to roll for something if you don't have
I mean,
dice?
wits. I would assume just raw wits. Like just.
I might be
raw
completely
attributes.
misremembering the rules in that you always get 1 die and all
Yeah.
the dots are the extra dies. But that might be it, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those rules for now, just because that makes more sense.
Okay.
So, dots are now extra?
Yeah, if you have 1 dot, you roll 2 die.
Okay, gotcha. So now I'm rolling 3. Can I ask a stupid question real quick?
Sure.
The hunger die, does that have to be rolled with every roll?
No. Only when you're using.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're supposed to roll the hunger. Like whenever you do a check, how many hungers you have, those amount of hunger dots are supposed to replace the dice in the roll.
Jesus fuck.
So if
only
you
has an
have,
effect on messy criticals and messy fails or brutal fails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or bestial fails.
Yeah. So if you have 2 hunger and you need to have you have 4 dice to roll, 2 of them are now hunger dice and 2 are normal.
Okay.
All right. What are we rolling? Because my mother just came into the room and talked to me.
Awesome.
Awareness.
An awareness check to see if you spot something.
Here we go, hunger die. Don't fuck me. It did, but not bad enough.
No
It's a
success.
2. It was close to
I
a
have
1.
1 success.
Nice.
Okay. Can I
Okay.
wait, hold on. Can I convince you to add wits to this for me because I have Auspex up?
Yes.
Yes, that means I get another 2.
It's not a difficult check, but the thing that you're going to notice is okay.
Yeah,
go
well, I
for it.
fucking needed it because only one of my dice actually succeeded.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, when you all pass the check, and all of you notice from off in a clearer patch of the woods that you're walking through, one of the trees seems to be a little wonky, like a little mal-shaped, until you realize that it's moving a bit and walking. And what you see as you squint your eyes at the darkness, you realize there's this big, oblong looking, almost like clay creature. It sort of looks like a rendition of a person done by like a kid who's trying to mold some not very firm clay into the shape of a person for the first time. And it's got these like big porous spots on it. It kind of reminds you of the Forest Guardians from Lethal Company.
Mm.
You little shit.
But as it's I created these things a long like years before Lethal Company, but they look vaguely like that in scale. These ones just look
Okay.
like big lumps of humanoid clay. And as you see one kind of like waddling quietly along with like a few thumps every now and then, now that you're looking at it, you see it bump into a tree branch and like knock a few small ones over and realize that's probably where this noise came from. Until you see the motion of what looks to be like a raccoon scurry across the ground, and immediately the creature's posture points towards it, and at a very uncanny speed, it sort of skitters slash runs over towards the raccoon and immediately crushes it underneath its oddly long and thick arm.
Mm.
It then stops and inspects the blood spot on its palm for a minute before slowly lowering its arm back down and continuing to wander in just a random direction.
Shiloh's grinning again. She looks like she wants to laugh, but again, there's some sort of self-preservation in there, so she'll bite it back.
You do that. And now, you all make your way deeper into the woods along the path that has been marked for you. And after only about a few minutes of traveling from start to finish with that one little instance of the big clay creature happening, you do also spot one more, but it was a bit further away. You end up seeing this dank little like shed in the middle of the woods.
Dink.
It looks like some like derelict old house that's probably repurposed. As you can see, the windows are boarded up, but the edge of it's marked off with like a little bit of string, as you can see on the ground. There's like a property line beyond the house.
All right. So a shed and a house further away from it.
Now,
Yes.
I kind of misspoke. It's one building.
Ah, okay.
It has the energy of a shed, but it's like a repurposed dank old house.
Ah, okay. Um. Cool. Donald will look to the other three before continue leading the way towards the house.
You do that, walking up towards the spooky old house in the middle of the woods with big clay creatures in them.
Yeah, I've seen this episode of Goosebumps. I don't like it.
This does feel like an episode of Goosebumps. I have like a red LED light bulb in my room right now, and it's freaking me out. I might have to change it back to a regular color.
Oh, well, you're the one that says the creature that shall not be named around where you live.
True.
Wendigo?
Shut up.
Indeed. But anyway, this house seems to be boarded up, but it's almost certainly the place that you're directed to go to.
Well, can I tell which way the door opens?
The front door, it seems like it opens outward towards you.
Okay. Then Donald's gonna position himself on the side to where he can throw the door open and look inside instead of having it thrown into his face. See if there's anything. If there's any nasty booby traps anywhere. Obvious lines anywhere.
Nothing seems to be booby-trapped, but you do get a bad feeling from this place. You can catch the whiff of some stink coming from that doorway.
How
Some
harsh is
some
the
stank.
stink?
It's enough that you know this place is lived in. This is likely somebody's lair, but not like feces or like rotting corpse stink.
So
It's
I'm
just,
not getting
you know-
flashbanged by the stinky.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool, great, love it.
Well, Donald will. I. He was gonna knock, but instead he's just gonna slowly open the door.
You do that, turning the knob, and the creak of the hinges slowly echoes out into the woods, almost creating this kind of stress as those little bits of noise just ring out across every little detail in the world. And you open it up, and it's too dark to see directly inside. Shiloh,
Hee hee. Smiles.
you do manage to see that there's something set up inside the front entrance, and it looks like there's some like tarps hanging up. Like someone's
Hmm.
covering the rest of the room.
Spooky. I'm gonna tap Donald on the shoulder and I'm gonna point to him.
I assume I can't see it really.
Yeah, you can't see too well into there.
He's gonna curse his human eyes and just, enter the room like he would clear it. So but not swiftly. He'll slowly step inside, sweeping his gaze from the right. Sorry, no, yeah, from the right to the left as he goes across the door, diagonally.
Gotcha. So you do step into the doorway.
Hmm.
As you step into the doorway, you can feel a light tug at your foot as you feel something like snap. Almost like a string just got pulled by your leg.
He's gonna jump back if he can.
Right as the... Give me a athletics check. Sure, why not?
All right. Athletics dexterity.
Yes, it's gonna be DC 3.
All right. Athletics dexterity. So with extra die, that's those two, and then 3 more. Difficulty's 3, you said, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Nice. So as you trip the string, you manage to lurch yourself backwards in time, just enough to stand back outside the doorway. But as you do, a spotlight from above beams down upon you, and lights from in the room turn on. And you hear a voice speak out, say, "Don't move."
Kaboom.
How about you all step inside slowly?
But didn't you just tell us not to move?
Now I'm telling you to step inside.
Confusion.
Donald's gonna slowly step aside, trying to ascertain to where he is, keeping his hands by his sides.
You step inside into the harsher light, and you notice that there is like 3 tarps hanging from the ceiling, covering up something. There's like a hole poked inside of one in the middle. There's also what seems to be some guns poking out from in between the others, pointed straight at the doorway.
Yeah. He sort of tilts his head, like, yeah, of course.
see them now?
Yeah, I see the guns now.
Do you all step inside?
Shiloh's gonna step inside and how do I technically follow orders but also teehee funny?
Leaning up against the wall.
No, she's gonna step inside and she's going to sit cross-legged on the floor.
You do that.
Herbert will also step inside and just seeing Shiloh do that, just his hand to his forehead, just like.
There you go. And now you're all inside the door, and as you enter in, he says, "You last one, lock that door."
Clementine locks the door.
He was talking to Herbert, the last one.
Oh.
I thought Clementine was yeah, sure. Well, like,
No, Purple got dragged to the Wendy's abyss a while ago.
The Wendy's abyss. Wendy's
her
nuts.
character is now just a cloud of smoke randomly following the party.
God,
Basically.
Me with any friend group I'm in.
Herbert will turn around and say, huh? What will you say?
I can't stop thinking, Herbertus.
Whatever you say.
Now the lock at the top of the door is a latch.
Before he does that, he looks at the door. How many locks are on this thing?
There is one at the top, one at the bottom, and one in the middle.
He will do the one at the top. You want me to do the one at the bottom too?
Do you ask him that? The voice?
Yes.
He says, "Yeah, you catch on quick."
Not the first one to hold me at gunpoint.
And as the door locks up, you hear like a click on the other side of the tarps, and the lights outside seem to turn off. And the lights on the inside lower a little bit to be a little bit less harsh. But you still got spotlights pointed straight at you and guns pointed straight at you, and you can't see who's pointing them at you.
I'd like to
So
shut
now-
off Auspex, please.
Please, yeah, give me a roll to see
Fuck
if you
you,
do
you
that.
little shit.
In time to not get flashbanged by the lights.
Fucking wits and resolve, right? Let me check the rulebook real quick. Wits and resolve. Yep, wits and resolve. Good thing I have shit in both. I have 5 of those. Difficulty,
same.
Mr. Storyteller?
Only a difficulty 2. You heard, or difficulty 1. You heard the click.
Okay, fair enough. So
You expected something to happen.
this
as
is
you
the
entered
hunger
room.
dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool.
Turned.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Nope.
We're being
Purple's
flashbanged.
back.
Nope. 10. Okay. Okay, a success. High hunger dice. Please don't crit. Okay. Fail. And another fucking 10. I swear to God, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not lying. I swear to fuck. There's 2 10s sitting right in front of me.
One of them is
Casual
hunger
weighted
dice.
dice.
No, one of them is not the hunger dice. The hunger dice is a red one. The red one rolled a... What is that number? I need to turn the light on. What the fuck? That's a 4. I thought it was a 5. What the fuck?
So anyway, Purple, to catch you up on what's happened, they walked through the woods after getting in the car. They saw a big blobby like clay creature in the woods that crushed a raccoon when it heard it moving. And they arrived at a house in the middle of the woods. And there's some voice talking to them that told them to enter calmly and shut the door behind them.
Okay.
That's all so far.
Okay. I didn't miss much then.
Nope.
Thank God.
We're also
Yep.
being held at gunpoint.
Oh,
And so, yeah, there's tarps in front of you, bright lights, and guns pointing at you. And you hear one voice on the other side of the tarps. And the voice speaks out again and goes, "Tell me, did you get my message?"
Otherwise, we wouldn't have made it here.
Yeah. Good point. Unless you just got lucky out there in the woods.
Lucky is a
That's
fool's
why we have
belief.
this- That's why we have the sponges on our feet.
You hear some, you hear the wood planks behind the tarps creak a little bit as, and you hear footsteps towards the tarp. And one of them like, gets, like, brushed aside a little bit as they, like, look around the corner. Yeah, those are the ones. And when you see that brush around the corner, it's hard to make out his face. But something about his face as he talks and moves is deeply misshapen. It looks like, in the dim light, it almost looks kind of like half bestial, like partway anamorphing into like a hyena. This guy's looking gross.
Ew.
Thanks. Go fuck yourself too. Fucking Malkavians. Speaking of which, a voice like that's gonna get you on the nerves of fucking anybody. I know you're all being hunted, like the fucking animals you are. And I'm in the same boat. So, since all you prettier folks are a little bit better at going out, how about we all, do each other a favor? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. How's that sound?
Sort of short on options here.
Hmm.
Doesn't really feel as well as
Scratch
doesn't really feel a welcoming attitude. He sort of motions a finger to the guns around.
Yeah, you get used to that kind of shit. You smell kinda... What's that word? You're a bit new, ain't you?
Ain't nothing new about me.
Right.
Ignorance
Denial
is bliss.
phase. Well, anyway. I got a plan. Not a good plan, so I don't want to hear shit coming from all of you. And if we're lucky, we'll make it out of this without our fucking heads cut off. Now then, you hear some, like, footsteps wandering over to one of the walls of the room, still out of view in the tarps. He unlocks something. And then you hear this kind of like, it's almost like something inside of a wooden cupboard is shaking around. And something's like trembling a bit. And like violently shaking at some sort of stiff cage. This'll do the trick. Now then, here's your options. Either I can put a whole lot of lead into all of you, and trust me, those bullets aren't the comfy type you can just shrug off, laced with plenty of silver in them.
Hmm.
Or, and he tosses this like box over towards all of you. It's like a thick cardboard box. It's got like some stain marks all over it. You can take that little thing and go find the rest of it. Open the box at your leisure.
Will you fine gentlemen do that, please? I'd
I
rather
was gonna
not
say,
know whose
Herbert is
that
already crouched down and looks at the box, has it in his hands.
Damn, I
Oh.
wanted to get to it first. Fuck. Damn it.
I mean, you could do the feral jumps on the floor to get it.
I mean, you know what? Fair. I'm gonna do that. I want to attempt to beat you to the box by doing a little feral skitter.
Scuttle.
Yes, scuttle. Scuttle, thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Little feral scuttle.
Sure. Roll against each other's athletics if you want to see who gets there first.
Yes!
Uh,
Where the frickety dick deck is my athletics. Oh, yay, good. I actually have a point in this. Yay.
Bill continues
everybody's
to
in that.
search for the guy as he speaks.
2 successes.
And
2 successes.
is this part of scratching your back?
Roll again until one of you fails and the other succeeds.
Fair enough.
The wrestling on the floor with us.
3 successes.
This is a good
Jesus.
Fuck, only 2 successes.
Yashka
only have
makes
2
it to
dice.
it first.
Yeah,
I
Shiloh's
assume-
gonna hiss at him.
Did somebody just drop something real hard?
No, I hissed at Yasha.
I just heard like a smack noise from somebody's microphone.
It could have been me. I did shift a bit.
It could have also been me. I did put something down on my desk.
There you go.
Gotcha.
You know, my bad. I got food. I have to eat.
Yeah, but we'll kind of look at just look at the show and be like, what? Ugh. And he will open the box.
Gets hissed at. What the fuck?
Like, what
What
When
the
you-
hell are you?
fucking weirdo?
When you open the box, you see a like deep, like wine purple flesh heart that is beating violently inside the box. It's
Hmm.
looking not like a human heart, but this thing is warm to the touch, like hot warm.
Looks tasty.
I don't think we're supposed to eat it.
I want to touch it. Can I touch it? I want to touch it.
I will not stop you, mainly because I'm not currently looking at it, but in the direction of the voice.
I'm going to like put both hands on your shoulders and lean over you like a little sibling trying to like grab at what you have in your hands, and I'm gonna put my hand in the box.
I assume
Do you try-
this is...
Do you try and stop them?
You're trying to put both hands into it. What the fuck?
No, I'm trying to put one
Yes.
hand. I'm trying to put one
Oh.
hand onto it. I have the other one on your
Okay.
shoulder, trying to balance myself.
I don't stop them, but I will give them the side eye. Like,
When you touch it, it's the same kind of heat as when you're at a restaurant and the waitress is like, "Careful, the plate's really hot," and like you touch it and it's like properly, actually really hot.
Okay, I'm not saying this because of Shiloh. I've actually like done the like touch thing and kept my hand on it because I'm a fucking idiot. She's gonna keep her hand on it. I would like to keep my hand on it for at least 5 seconds.
Okay. Give me. Oh Lord, what would that even?
What would that be to just touch a hot plate?
Do you want to? I'll give it a difficulty 3 if you want to. Difficulty 3 composure if you want to try and convince everybody that you aren't hurt, but you're taking one level of You're taking one. What's the term for it? It's the non-serious
Superficial?
damage. Superficial. Thank you.
yeah, superficial and aggravated.
But yeah, you're taking one superficial damage.
Nice. Sure, why not? You said difficulty 3 composure, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll try it. Sorry, I'm counting here.
Rar's
Okay,
biggest
no,
enemy.
okay. I'm not asking this because I got a bad roll. I didn't roll the hunger die. Can I re-roll that with the hunger die?
Sure.
Thank you, because getting used to this is really weird. I actually had a good roll, but I didn't roll the hunger die, so I'm taking the L.
Take the elbozo.
Yeah, no, I only got 2 successes on that one.
You give a little yelp as you burn your hand on the heart.
Yeah, I'll do the yelp and then pull back, and then laugh again.
Donald is going to continue searching for the source of the voice and ask, I assume this has to do with us scratching your back.
Indeed. I can't exactly go venturing out there alone. Better to send you lot than myself. And I think none of you really have much of a choice from what I know. So, take that, don't fucking eat it. Or touch it, Ocavian. Then,
She will look in the direction of the voice and stick her tongue out.
and then, you're gonna go use it to find the other pieces. Some sort of undying bird thing, like a phoenix. All the parts aren't capable of dying. So, when the heart starts beating faster, you're near the other pieces. Make sense?
It does.
Yes.
Fun.
So,
Well, is the heart quietly beating or is it making sound?
It's thumping. It's
Oh,
making a
well.
little bit of noise.
But
It
did
shouldn't
it
be
make
too.
noise when the box was closed?
It was quieter with the box closed. It shouldn't make too much noise to like cause trouble getting back out of here. It only like beat a bunch as he tossed it on the ground.
Okay.
Do you know the full size of the creature once it's put together?
well, how many fucking things you know with a heart that big? Must be like an elephant.
And we're supposed to bring a elephant-sized creature to you without anyone noticing.
No, you're supposed to assemble its pieces. When enough of them are together, they'll start causing a fucking muck so big, the locals won't be able to ignore it. They're gonna have to prioritize keeping up the masquerade. And then, once they make themselves weakened, we'll be able to slip by enemy lines once they start getting slaughtered. Because in case you haven't realized, this city is surrounded. They know the stench of vampires lurking in here. They want to execute it all. So, once they're all sticking their necks out trying to keep their secret on the down low, they're all gonna get their necks snapped or cut off, whatever the fuck else those guys like doing. And that's gonna be our chance to get the hell out of here.
Sounds easy enough.
We're
So,
all gonna
create
die.
the big monsters outside and create an even bigger one.
Those things, yeah, my roommates aren't one of those. These things, I don't even know what the fuck they are. Just some things. They change every day. I don't know where they go in the morning, but they always wander around at night, never leaving this forest. Guess I got company. That's something.
I'm guessing the circle outside is keeping them at bay.
No, I just marked that off to remember where the boundary is. Right beyond that, make all the fucking noise you want today. They won't cross that line. I don't know why.
That makes sense. As to why you have so many guns pointed at the door. No real fear of the bigger things.
Yeah, if they wanted me dead, I think I'd be a fine red mist right about now.
That would be bad for us. Well, you'll know if we succeed or not.
Gotcha. By the way, you see that cabinet by the door? He points, see an arm stick out from behind the tarps and point towards, like your left. There's a cabinet there. Take the walkie-talkies out of there. There's 3 of them. Split them up amongst you.
I assume you have a 4th?
No, they're for fucking decoration. Yes, I have a 4th.
With all due respect, Shiloh's not getting one.
Oh, that's
Agreed.
just mean.
Dear, it's not to be mean.
Shiloh's gonna get real close to Clementine, like, not touching, but her nose is real close to yours, and she kind of tilts her head a little bit. Well, I pity the fool that lives like you.
Clementine's actually gonna boop Shiloh on the nose. Oh dear. Don't pity me.
You don't have your little
Yeah.
spat.
I'm surprised you two are acting like you got time for a blood orgy. But I think you all have more pressing matters out there.
I heard orgy.
Focus, Shiloh. Find it somewhere in your skull.
No fun.
You can have fun when we're leaving the city with a blaze behind our backs.
You think we're leaving?
Keep your eyes on the horizon. Not at your fucking boots.
She looks down at her feet and, like, wiggles them. I'm not wearing
Thumb.
boots.
Don's not gonna respond. He's gonna close the lid on the box.
Shiloh's not getting a fucking
I'm still holding the
walkie-talkie.
box.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
he'll
not
close the lid.
stopping you,
He's
but-
gonna close the lid for you.
How big is the box, by the way?
Yeah, how big is it?
It's about.
It's
It's like the length
about
of
this
a,
big. No
about the
camera.
length of a human forearm in all dimensions. So in freedom units, it's like a 1 foot squared box. In metric, it's like it's half a meter in all dimensions.
Okay.
We're just carrying that. Okay.
More like 1/3 of a meter. Now that I think about it.
So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ever held a meter stick makeshift?
yeah. It's basically a yardstick. I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying
Meter
to think.
stick
like,
is longer.
Yeah, a little bit. Then a 1/4 of a meter. How about that?
There you go.
Alright.
It's like
You can hold it under your arm pretty comfortably.
yeah, it's like 30 centimeters, 25 centimeters.
Okay.
It's not too big. It's like basketball sized. How about that?
There we go.
Yeah.
It's easier to use objects than to use actual measurements with these Americans. I mean, what?
Basically.
Americans will use anything to measure except for the metric system.
Yes.
Anywho,
Don will go to the cabinet, check out the radios, make sure they're functioning in order, do a quick check on all of them.
God, I really want to try and grab one.
You do that. There's 3 lined up next to each other. They all seem to click to life just fine.
Clementine is gonna walk over and take one up and go, Shiloh, you can stay close to me. Just, I won't let you hold it.
No, you smell.
Oh, thank you. You smell amazing as well.
Confidence. A fool's substitute for intelligence.
Quiet. He's gonna hand one of the radios to Herbert. He's gonna
And
pocket
who
the other
said
one.
you were in charge, Donald?
Thank you.
I don't know. Some odd 10 years in the Marines probably does it.
I'm older than
Yeah,
you.
but no wonder you have no confidence of just living day by day. Or should I say night by night?
Day by day. And you might be older than me, but you sure as shit ain't got the combat experience for it.
That's what you like to think.
That's what
Not
I
all
know.
of us need to fight physically. Sometimes our words are better than that.
And that's great. So, any other details you want to share with us before we go out on this fool's errand?
Yeah, don't get yourselves killed. Now
Yeah.
get out before I kill you right now.
Tempting.
We'll go.
Don't kill us with these as well. I know you gotta be quiet out there. I keep going back to my normal accent.
Come on, man. Think of the Bavarians.
I am German, and I've spoken so much English. I have to actively mimic a German accent.
Think of
Yeah,
the
it's the same with
Bavarians.
me.
Damn, he's not a real German.
Donald will go to exit the room.
Is there makeshift before I exit the room? Is there like anything else that I can use as a tool? Because
What are you trying
I'm
to
not
look
using a fucking tire iron or a baseball bat. Fuck that shit. I need something sharp. Is there anything that I can see that might look sharp?
You have seen a knife in its sheath on Donald's.
Oh! I'm reaching for the officer service weapon.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you don't see any weapons laying around on the floor in here.
Sad.
You just see guns pointed at you.
Not even like glass or like shattered glass.
There might be some outside, but
Ooh,
inside
okay.
doesn't seem like there is any.
After I take that cursory, is that the word? Is cursory the right word?
Cursory glance.
Thank you. After I take that cursory glance looking for something sharp, she'll look a bit disappointed and then leave.
Clementine will just do her performance bow and walk out.
He is gonna get us killed. And
I assume you all... Word. Okay, you have all walked out. And you hear the voice call out,
And shut the door behind you.
Oh.
Wait, no, first we need to undo all the locks again.
yeah, that's easy.
Clickety clackety. These locks are not unlockety.
Wait, who's loudest out the door?
I assume Mueller.
Oh, I was
Mm,
gonna say probably one of us two, because the two women already left.
mm. But it'd be really funny if I just left it a crack open like your mom after she comes in to ask you for dinner. Would be really funny, but I won't do it because he might shoot me, so.
Nice.
Done.
So you all leave with the door shut behind you. Would you all now like to make your way back the way you came?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well discuss plans at the car.
Gotcha. Everybody give me a stealth check. Or give me a check to see if you make it back quietly using your stealth, survival, and
Dex?
dex, yeah.
Yes!
Oh god, with
6
survival?
die,
only-
babies.
That's gonna be a lot.
It's
I need
a
to get another D10 out.
It's a DC 2 like before, and you all have to pass it.
That's gonna
That's 4 successes.
stealth and survival?
And Dex.
Yeah, survival
dex.
because you're out in the woods.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Oh,
How many
This
is
a
that?
shit-
Dex is
Oh,
3, stealth
God.
is 3, and we get a... Yep, okay, I have enough. Alright, cool, here we go.
That is 5 successes, a crit.
That is one fail. Out of everything you said, there was 1 point.
Oh my.
It's also
So-
a blood critical because of my hunger die.
Messy critical. But yeah.
Messy critical, sorry.
So
4
you all
successes for me.
pass- So you all pass except for Shiloh?
No, 4 successes for me.
Clementine.
It's Clementine.
Clementine's the one who had
Whoops,
one
my
dice.
bad. I was looking at Shallow. Yeah. Clementine's the only one who doesn't pass. Everybody else passes.
You all want me to fail, SMH?
And everybody passes quite a bit as well. So, as you're all walking, Clementine, are you at the back, at the front, in the middle?
In the middle.
As you're all walking, Clementine, you step on a twig. And as you do, it was like a notably pretty big twig, too.
Oh shit.
And
Oh
the
shit.
sponge didn't quite soften the sound enough. And all of you hear a loud, rapid thumping noise from your right. Give me a quick, give me some rolls to see if you all remain still. I'm gonna say this is probably composure or resolve or both.
Composure resolve. Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. We like to hear that.
I love hearing that.
Did you say we could do both as well?
Yep.
Fun
Keep a
6.
DC of 1 since you know what's going on here, and then you just have to not make noise.
That is 2 successes on my part.
Fucking 7 dice twice in a row. Jesus.
She should
Let's
have only
see.
1 failure.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What does it mean when you get a 10 on the hunger die?
Bloody
No.
crit.
By itself, nothing. If you have 2 10s and one of them is on the hunger die, it's a messy critical.
Okay, I do not have 2 10s. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I succeed. That's 4 successes.
6 successes.
Damn, always gotta one-up me, huh, bitch?
Yeah, you know what it is.
And Herbert?
I had 5. Well, but
And-
one die landed above 6.
I got 2
Clementine?
successes. I got 2 successes.
Nice. After you all freeze in place hearing the thumping stops suddenly very close by. And peering at you through the darkness as you all turn to look up and see what's there, you see, of course, that big-ass mal-shaped clay-looking monster staring down at all of you with its hollow visage. Doesn't seem to have eyes, but there's a lot of big pores across its body that seem to be membranes.
I want to stare back
It's-
at it.
It stands there perfectly still, not even a little bit of wobble. And after a moment, it straightens back up a little bit after it leaned in to look at you or just listen closer. It turns and it waddles back away. Congratulations, everybody. You didn't get crushed by the big Play-Doh monster. You passed the first encounter. You also didn't get crushed the first time and didn't get shot by the Nosferatu in the house.
Nice.
Thinking.
I would like to point out the fact that last time I wasn't here, so me with only 1 dice.
Shut up and take the dub.
that
Shut up and take the dub.
Exactly,
taking the-
Purple.
I would take the dub.
And you all make it back to the car. What was up?
Nah, nothing.
Okay.
I want to get back into the shotgun. And if anyone tries to fight me, I'm gonna bite you.
Clementine happily goes back into the back.
Good.
Well, never experienced something like that before. Donald will get into the driver's seat.
You do that.
I'd say welcome to the world of weirdness, but seems like you've been part of it for a while now. Get used to it.
I am used to it. But I'm used to vampires. I'm used to hissing. I'm used to the teeth. I'm used to the hypnosis shit. Not 20-foot tall beasts in the forests.
There is plenty out there.
I'm well aware. He'll try to turn on the car again.
Wait till you meet a werewolf.
You do. Give me a drive check. DC 1. DC.
Yeah.
It needs 1 success. Difficulty 1.
You can take the square out of D&D, but you can't get the D&D
Out of the square.
1 success.
Nice. After a brief amount of time waiting, it's still kind of a. It starts up. It takes a few seconds. My terrible fucking engine noises. So after a moment, the engine starts up. Still a little uncomfortably slow, but it starts up.
Well, I'll be honest. What are we gonna do? Driving around town with that thing in the box. Just waiting for it to start being faster is currently my only idea.
Like sonar.
Exactly.
I will
Yes.
open the box back up. Well, let's not waste light.
Good saying.
Ironic.
Darkness. Jesus fucking Christ.
Shiloh turns around and gives you like a big old toothy grin again.
Clementine's gonna go, I
Oh, this
think you
is
meant
funny.
darkness, darling.
Almost 50 years. And I
You
still
were-
catch myself doing this.
You were once human. And Don will start driving around. He's gonna stick to lesser populated roads, considering everyone's appearance and what we're carrying.
Damn. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
excuse you.
There's a man in the driver's seat drenched in blood. There's a pale ass woman to his right. 2 people in the fucking back seat holding a beating fleshy thing.
You
And a husky.
you
a husky.
underestimate Shiloh's ability to make humans feel bad for her. Take her into a populated area and I'll show you exactly how she gets those priests into her basement.
We're not gonna be doing that.
Take me to fucking Applebee's, Donald!
Donald Duck, Tater, Applebee's, god damn.
DuckTales. I mean, what?
In reality, though, Shiloh is going to lean forward, and I want to see if I can make the radio work.
You do that. What station do you want to listen to?
Do I do funny haha, or do I do like actually something she'd listen to?
Funny haha.
Actually.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the actually something she'd listen to. Just
You don't know how
so
long
that I
it's gonna
can
be, so
exactly. I would like to turn it to a news channel.
You do that. Turning to the news channel.
Yes.
What channel are you seeking out? Is this like a radio channel that you're aware of? Like, what does it usually play?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it's probably one she's heard before, because I want her to be looking for, crime reports of a certain nature. Things I can't say on YouTube.
Gotcha.
the spicy
So-
word.
A local radio station comes on that you tend to listen to, and the smooth voice of a man on the other side starts speaking. Seems like he tuned in just in time for his next story to begin, as it goes. All right, and we're back from the music break. Thank you all for joining us once again on another late night. Now, the other night we discussed a few disappearances recently, and it seems like somebody out there in the streets of Boston's been back at it again with the local ministry. Is that what they call them? Not sure. But, I don't know. I know a few people who grew up in those places.
They didn't have fond memories of him now. Let's just say they were celebrating with a drink with me the other night. So, folks, seems like now the streets are getting a little bit better, but I don't know. Every time I look out the window, something just seems a little off. People seem a little bit tense. They got something to worry about these days, and, well, I can't really blame them. So, to help ease their tensions, for those of you insomniacs still late at night, or up late in the evening right now, here's a classic I like to play when I'm feeling blue. And he puts on a song, and it's, I guess I can say it's Mr. Blue Sky. We just can't play the song, obviously. Puts on some, I don't know, classic something. It's a little smoother. But yeah, it starts playing music after that.
It's on that one song from the Eurovision Song Contest, which is only known for saxophone solo.
The entire time she was listening, she looked very excited. And she'll go ahead and leave it on that station because more stuff could come up. So she's just gonna leave it on.
As we're driving around, taking the lesser streets, Donald will look into the rearview mirror and look at Clementine. So, how old are you actually, then?
I think I've lost count, actually.
So, we have one who is 65. He looks to his right.
Hey, when
One
did she
who
tell
is-
you that? When did you tell? When did she tell you that, huh?
Back at the cabin?
She said she's older than you. She didn't say how old.
Sorry. One who's apparently older than me, more experienced. One who is at least above 50. He looks, he would look right behind him, but that's impossible. At Herbert. And someone who is so old they've lost count. You're all experienced in this world. Where would you go looking for something that's clearly weird and mysterious, with no apparent value?
Before I answer, Purple,
Yeah?
is your character older than 83 years?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't pick because I wasn't dwelling on it. She didn't dwell on her age. She did not keep count.
Narrowing my eyes at you.
What? She didn't dwell on it. She had a
Yes,
job.
but I want to be older than you.
You can be older. I'm just saying that my character did not dwell on her age. She was so busy on doing what she was told to do. Look pretty, get the secrets.
Fair point. I'll give you that. Shiloh looks back at Clementine at the age thing, and she just decides to drop it. Where would we go looking for weird and weird stuff?
I'm thinking occult stores. But,
Oh, I know one of those. I know one of those open late at night, too.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
I think you know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't. Explain it.
Damn shame. So, directions.
She's staring at you.
Come on now. We don't have all night.
Magic word.
Do it or stop the car.
Oh, we'd be wasting our time on your inability to just say please.
I mean, we could drive around aimlessly. I ain't got nothing with it. I won't be burning up in the sun. Come morning.
You're delusional.
Says you.
Make sure. Is it okay if I look up a map of Boston to make sure I don't fuck up the geography of this here?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna give any real places. I just need to make sure I'm not fucking up like general areas.
I'm only using Boston just because I vaguely understand. Like, yeah, a city. There's forestry around it. There's a city part and a suburb part.
Okay. Let me see. I need something that actually shows me bits of the area. There we go. North End, near the harbor.
Copy. He'll start heading towards the North End Harbor.
You do that.
Clickety clackety, the keys
So-
go attackety.
Oh, I know this place on. Yeah,
That sounded happy.
this is a part of Boston.
This is a part of Boston. Is it shitty enough to like totally fit with Shiloh? That's my question.
This is. I googled North End. It's the dead center of Boston.
Nice. Good. Good. I'm taking them right into danger. I want to fight.
Nice. As you're driving closer towards your base, it only takes you like 10 minutes to get in to that part of Boston. But the heart isn't beating faster, it seems to have slowed down. Well, it beat a little bit faster at first, and then it started slowing down quite a bit. It seems like you skimmed along the edge of a radius to where would be the next piece you're looking for. And on that note, would we all like to take a quick bathroom break?
Yes.
Yes.
Pee break.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. We're gonna head on a pee break, and we will be right back with more Blood of the Thunderbird. Wah! You are so lucky I didn't have you unmuted. You little shit. Anywho, welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Blood of the Thunderbird. Make sure to take it away.
You all you drove to Silo's hideout, right?
No, Shiloh knew of an occult shop. However, I can make us go to my hideout. Because you said when we got past it, it stopped beating? Or when we got near my hideout, it stopped beating?
There
Yeah,
was
we
from where you
passed
were
the
in
moment where it
from
beat
where
a
you
lot.
from where you were in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It picked up a little bit as you drove towards the place you're going to,
Mm-hmm.
but it dropped off, so you must have skimmed along the radius of where it was. But you were pretty far from it. You didn't get close, when you can tell.
Okay. Yeah. If this bird is planning something, we need to be faster than driving around aimlessly. Get us somewhere safe for now. I'll phone a friend.
I know somewhere safe. You won't like it, though.
Where would that be?
My hideout.
As good as any.
And she will start directing you to... I don't know your fucking city. This place is weird. She's gonna direct you back out of the center of the city. And probably into this... Just
Briar.
help me, makeshift.
Briar,
I'm thinking about it too
Briar,
much.
Stop, Briar.
What?
You can just say towards my hideout.
Okay, sure. Then go towards the hideout.
There you go. You get directed towards their hideout.
I like thinking about things. Don't judge me.
Alright.
You would soon find if you tried looking at a map of Boston, it's not too organized. So
Fucking East Coasters, SMH.
New York is better. It's a grid. But yeah, you don't need specifics here.
You know what we have in Texas? Easy shit.
Bad weather?
No, Texas actually has pretty good weather as long as you're not up north.
A lot of beef?
Yes, this is a good thing. Anyway, I have a lot of beef with you
Buc-ee's?
fucking northeast. Yes! The beaver. Anyway, hideout. Old abandoned Catholic church.
Boba Kova.
Her hideout is an old abandoned Catholic church. It's really fucking creepy. And she does not enter through the front door, so she'll have to show you how to get in it. It's quite funny.
As we pull up, Donald's gonna comment. This place is holding up just as well as this car is. Barely functional.
This part's not mine. There's still a caretaker in there. Technically.
How?
You think a city is just gonna let an old abandoned Catholic church just exist? Please.
Well, park in the front, I guess.
No, that's fine. They'll probably just think you're some random kids coming in to spray paint or something.
Let's hope.
Mhm.
Signal wherever yours is.
If you need to make a call, you'll want to do it outside.
Gotcha.
I could grab the box off of you if you want to make the call.
Yeah. And he will, now closed, before even exiting the vehicle, hand over the box.
He'll grab a hold of it, place it under his left arm.
You do all that.
Shiloh's going to walk towards the side of the church, where there's like one of those ground entrances into a cellar.
Clementine is following.
And she'll then pass that ground entrance to the cellar and walk around the back. And there's a little, like, window thing that has no, like, what's the word?
Ain?
No, not pane. The net in front of it that gets, like, bugs and shit.
Darknet.
Oh, the
Mesh.
screen door.
Yeah.
Yeah, mesh.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no mesh in front of it. And she will, lay down on her back and then slide through it. Enjoy
She
it.
does that.
Guess I'll follow up later.
You want me to stay with you?
No.
Alright, well, you have the radio. Call in if anything happens.
Will do. And he
Donald will
pulls
follow.
out like an old Nokia brick.
Meh.
Yeah.
Brick phone.
All reliable.
Good old reliable. Motherfucker was hard to convince of the mobile phone, and when he got one, he never replaced it. This thing is still working.
Nice.
Also, can't use smartphones anyway, so.
Well,
Sucks to suck.
Nice.
is anyone else
You got
following
your-
me in, or am I just going to sleep?
Donald's catching up.
Nice.
Clementine is absolutely arguing with herself of like, I don't want to get my suit destroyed because she saw you go on her back. It's like, suit's expensive, but at the same time, inside is safe. In the end, she does give in and slides on her back in.
Nice. Yeah, she lives in an old, like, just this old basement, and it smells like basement, and it looks like creepy horror movie basement. And in the corner, she has this like makeshift. He can't escape it. This makeshift cell, and inside the cell, you can see the not decaying yet, but it's the body of a priest, just in bad shape.
Oh.
Is he alive?
You can find out.
I'd rather not. Do you have something I can wash my clothes in?
Mhm.
Sink.
She points to a big industrial sink on the other end of the basement.
Alright. Donald will will place down the box and without hesitant begin to strip down to at least his Kevlar vest for now. And start cleaning up his 2 shirts.
Shiloh's gonna
Are
watch
there
him.
seats?
Well, you know,
Are there seats?
Yeah, there's probably like dusty couches and stuff. Shiloh is gonna
Okay.
situate herself on top of like a makeshift hammock, and she's just gonna sit cross-legged and watch him.
well,
Clement-
it is.
Hold
Yeah.
on, shush. Clementine's gonna sit down on the couch, like lean back and go, "Oh, please do continue with the show."
Yeah, it is quite the show because fucking stunning Merit.
Oh
He is
my.
in great physical condition.
Oh my.
And the clothes were very much hiding the body that's seen and has perfected itself. Seen war and perfected itself.
You got scars?
Yeah. Nothing on his face, but like his forearm, his upper arm, his back mostly, but that won't be showing for like another telephone conversation.
Mm.
But he's working on getting all the blood out from his 2 shirts for the moment.
Why'd you stop at that, sir?
I don't trust all of you to just take off my Kevlar vest just yet.
I think her fangs are gonna go for her neck, not your chest, to be honest.
Speak for
Then I know
yourself.
where you're- You know,
I mean,
If
I'm
you
not
want-
denying that a good bite to the nip isn't good, but like, I think his neck is a bit more available still.
if you're going for my neck, I know where you're going. And if I know where you're going, I know where I should strike.
And he taps the knife.
Oh, Oh, a knife.
Yes, makeshift it does.
That's dangerous.
You know, believe it or not, you can't really move without a spinal column connected.
Mmm.
And I do believe, as somebody who has obviously been used by vampires, should know that they have abilities. Who said you'd be able to strike me down?
Makeshift.
Mm-hmm.
Side chat.
Yeah, it's your hideout.
Good, okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want to just surprise have one. Hmm.
All I need to know is to know that you're coming.
Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not gonna make the joke.
Please,
She's
we
gonna-
haven't even had the fun yet.
She's gonna stand up from her hammock thing. Let's see. How am I gonna? I want to do like something funny. Nah, I'm not gonna reach for the officer service weapon.
Okay, good.
But she will look at your knife, and then she'll walk over to like a shitty desk, pull open a drawer that does like a horrific like squeaking noise as she opens it, and she's gonna pull out like a pretty decent hunting knife and go like, "Look, we're twins." She just holds it up.
He looks at the knife for a few moments. What's the condition of the knife?
It's not like perfectly polished, but it ain't rusted either. It looks okay.
He shakes his head. He does a half nod to his side.
Pass. As in, passable.
I wasn't asking for a grade.
Then what'd you show it?
Twins.
I see.
Hmm. Yo, Herbert, how's that call going?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
That's what I was wondering. Who are you talking to right now? Who are you on the phone with?
I was gonna say, I'm calling my boss, my mafia boss.
Yeah.
Being like,
what do you want?
yo, you can roleplay that. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Give him a ring. After a few rings. Hello. Who is it?
Boss. Herbert. We just got tipped off. Sabat has the city surrounded.
Unfortunately, I'm aware. Bit late at night, but pretty usual for you.
Yeah. Well, we have also been given the means, part of the means, I should rather say, for a distraction. The Camarilla will take the bait and lure in the Sabat with it. But we need your help finding the rest of the pieces.
I could probably spare some men right now. I'll have 2 there within the hour. Where are you?
He will look around. Are there any, like, identifying markers? Is there anything said, like, yes, this is church so-and-so?
Well, there's a church, and there's a street sign near you. The James Street.
We're on James Street, the church, or rather below it.
All right, we'll be there soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
One question. Have you heard anything about a creature that cannot die, even if taken apart? We were given a piece of it, and that we are supposed to reassemble.
Given that piece, haven't heard of
Yes.
something like that.
Oh, we have a heart that is still beating.
Still
So-
beating.
Yeah. Disgusting. Apparently hot to the touch and about the size of a basketball.
If it's still hot at the touch, well, how hot?
The crazy one burned herself on it.
I don't know. Might be some sort of phoenix. I've only heard stories about those, but if it's hot and it doesn't die, seems like it fits the bill.
Alright. Well, we'll be waiting here for those men then. Thank you. And once we do unleash the creature, make sure you make a run for this way. Would hate to have this be your last conversation.
Of course. See you soon, Herbert.
You as well. And he will hang up the call.
You do that. You also saw everybody squeeze in through a window in the back of the building.
Herbert will put away the phone, look around himself for a little bit. Is anyone else here? I'm highly guessing not.
Yeah, they're all in the basement.
I was more
In
talking
my
people in the
basement.
streets. Any civilians?
Around? No, this place is... It's like the dead of night right now. Nobody's out here right now.
Come on, Nyla. Let's get inside.
And I assume you go in the back and squeeze through the window?
Yes.
You do that. Meanwhile, everybody else, you hear the footsteps, you see him squeezing through the window.
Donald is
Alright.
busy washing his pants to the best of his abilities without taking them off.
Oh, such a shame.
Now that he knows he has a crowd.
All right, where's my coin? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna decide something. Am I gonna be nice or am I gonna be stupid?
Do not
What
reach
is
for the
going
officer's
on?
I'm
gun.
not reaching for the officer's service weapon. I'll do that later.
There are two types. Actually, there's three.
Angels, pick heads or tails.
Heads. What you see happening, Herbert, is a man trying
Being
to
nice.
wash the blood out of his pants
All right,
without taking them off.
I'm being nice. You got lucky.
Angels, I'm gonna,
Slams their table.
Angels 1 or 2.
One.
Woman.
Ah, you're safer now. You're safer now.
I got the luck on my side.
I'm gonna be nice. Can I do the nice thing?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I almost called her Felix for a hot second. Jesus. Shiloh gets up and she walks kind of near the cell area where the body of the priest is. And she, like, throws open an old chest and digs around in it for a second. And then she's going to stop, look a little confused, turn around. She's going to walk towards Donald. She's not reaching for your service weapon. However, she is going to reach for the waistband of your pants to see what size you are.
As you do that, you see a stashed FN57 and a hand clasping on
Nice!
your and a hand clasping on your wrist.
Okay.
Now you let go of that very slowly before I break your wrist.
She's gonna once again make that uncomfortable eye contact. Do you want clean pants?
If you want my pant size, you could ask.
Do you
Let go
want
of the
clean pants?
waistband.
She'll like pull her finger back and hands up.
He'll let go of your wrist.
Medium large.
She will nod and go back to the chest. And she will pick up a nice pair of black slacks that totally didn't belong to another priest. Definitely not. And she will, like, toss them at you.
He'll catch them.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd rather not walk around in my own blood.
That's yours?
Yep.
He points to the very, very fresh scar across his throat.
Had a little falling out with the boss. He sliced my throat, I mag dumped 2 in his chest, 1 in his head.
She's gonna kind of tilt her head at you a little bit. What happens when a human gets their throat slashed?
Usually they would die, but fortunately, I had just renewed the blood bond for the ghoul thing, so luckily, I was the only one who walked out of there. Hopefully he's dead.
Makeshift.
Didn't have time to check.
Yes.
Would it be possible? Let me see if I have anything in here. Yes, I do. I have 2 in investigation. Would it be possible for me to see if he has any other fresh scars? I can see he has other older ones, but I'm looking for 2 specific scars that would indicate
Sure.
the embrace.
What skills do you want to use to try and discover it?
I would like to use intelligence and investigation.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Give me a difficulty. Tell me, where are the scars on your body? So I can determine how hard it'll be.
Oh,
Yeah,
which scars?
The fang scars from being bitten.
Oh, probably his left forearm, actually.
Okay.
Since it was a combative situation, he probably used his arm to block the bite instead of his throat.
Gotcha.
So,
Smart.
Okay.
that's why there's a claw scratch across his across his neck.
Give me a difficulty 2 check.
Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to make sure 1 is the hunger die. Good. Okay. Is that's it. Okay. Nice. Not nice. Come on. Just barely. Beats, motherfucker. 2 successes.
Nice. And why is my rum light color not changing? This is whack.
You know what else is whack? Today's sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Grammarly.
What is today's sponsor? This really tiny bottle of Waldmeister liquor.
And so,
French fries.
you're able to determine after, like, his body's looking kind of grimy, but you're able to see what looks to be 2 symmetrical points that are evenly spaced on his arm.
Am I gonna be mean and force reality in his face, or am I gonna indulge the delusion? You know what? I'm gonna try to nicely show him. She's gonna walk towards you again. And
He is a bit more aware of you this time.
yeah, she's not gonna reach for his pants or anything like that. She's going to not how do I say, like, sorry, the word drop has been really bad this week. Gently, she's gonna reach for his arm and she's gonna pull it up to look at it.
He'll let you, since probably by now he has switched pants.
Nice.
Is going about putting on his shirts now.
I'm not gonna sniff your arm, that's weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna raise it and I'm gonna look at the 2 puncture wounds and then I'm gonna look back at, like, eye contact.
He looks at you. The same, you know, I ain't got time for this sort of look that he has ever since you met him. Yes.
She kind of just slowly tilts her head, like, awkwardly to the side. I don't remember many things. But I remember the embrace. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Anything else?
I would avoid sunlight if I were you. And then she will drop his arm and she will walk over. She's gonna walk over to a little ice box and pop it open. And she's gonna look at Clementine and Herbert and go, "Thirsty?"
Absolutely. What you got?
She points over at the thing in the cell.
Not bad.
Not great either. And she will toss a blood bag to Clementine, a blood bag to Herbert, and to herself. She will keep one. Unfortunately, that's all she has, though, because humans don't have that much blood in them. Especially not after what she did to him. God, I dropped something again. Sorry.
I just realized I'm a make me a fuck. Herbert will decline.
Okay.
Beforehand.
Then she'll shrug and she'll put it back in the box full of ice and shut the door.
So, how'd that call of yours go?
Well, we are getting support. 2 of the men from my group will be joining us in the search. I should arrive here within a couple of minutes. In front of the church, probably.
Shiloh then looks not happy.
We were leaving this place anyway. For a good while, probably.
You still could have asked.
I did not tell them that this is a hideout.
Fair enough.
So, you said when we were driving before that it sort of tugged or got more active, but then stopped.
Yeah. We were still probably rather far away, but just the slightest bit more active.
I do wonder how it works. Maybe driving around a bit aimlessly is the best bet. Once we have some activity, we can check which direction will make it more active. Like, I don't know, like a magnet?
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
He wouldn't know.
We do not know the range, but we could test it out.
Maybe we should meet your friends outside.
I'm guessing we slide out the window to get out.
You can try.
I'm asking.
She kind of rolls her eyes and she gestures to an old, like, beaten down wooden door. We'll go up there and through the choir room.
Thank you.
Donald will start heading through the door. Rather not wait in here. He'll wait by the car. But as he passes Shiloh, he'll just nod and say, "Thank you for the pants."
She's before you fully pass, she'll like hold out the blood bag to you.
He doesn't look at it.
Stinky.
Oh, he hasn't had a drink yet.
Stinky.
Wait, what did you say, Lumi? Purple?
Oh,
There it is.
Clementine says, "Oh, he hasn't had a drink yet, has he?"
What
He'd
are?
be aware of himself.
Hang on. Denial, guilt, bargaining, depression, acceptance.
As you're all chatting, you can hear that sounds like a car pulled up in front of the building.
All right, then Shiloh will finish and then go upstairs.
Clementine's also finishing hers, and they'll put it where Shiloh puts hers to be respectful.
She just leaves it. You think this woman cares about clean?
Clementine, it's not out of cleanness. It's more of this isn't her place. She is trying to respect what you do.
Yeah, she just leaves it.
Fair enough.
Also gonna be my man. And Herbert will also leave.
With the box, please.
Nice. So you all leave?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. And as you exit the building, you see there's two rather disgruntledly tired-looking dudes chilling out by another car. They're
Humans?
just kind of leaning by they're just kind of like leaning on the car that they drove in.
Humans?
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should have them be human.
Ghoul.
No, I'll say they're not humans.
Okay, fair enough.
I was gonna say they're either Gould or Kindred. You wouldn't
Yeah,
send
these are kindred.
You wouldn't send a non-initiate to this.
Sad.
So yeah, you see two dudes chilling out by a car. They don't look too happy to be there, but it's whatever.
As I keep forgetting my own fucking name. As Donald is the first one out, who sort of half call out to them. Hey, friends of Herbert, right?
They look in your direction and they don't respond. They just kind of just look in your direction.
All right, he's gonna not approach any further and wait for the others.
Shiloh
And
will.
all the others arrive.
Okay. Shiloh will come out and stand next to Donald and stare at them uncomfortably.
You do that.
Herbert will approach them both. Just, you also two the boss sent.
Indeed. One of them responds. So, what's this business about? Some heart, right?
Yes, searching for the other part of... And he will, words,
Present it.
gesture to you to present it, yes. Because you had it, right? Normal.
Yes.
Cool.
He'll come up next to you and lift up the lid for the guys to see.
Heart of what we presume to be a phoenix. And we need to reassemble the other parts with it.
When did you figure
They
out it was a
both-
phoenix?
Boss told me.
Hmm.
They both take a glance at it and have kind of a disgusted look on their face.
Looks worse than it is. Although, do not touch it.
Hmm. Why did they look disgusted? It's just a
Because
heart.
it's a basketball-sized throbbing purple heart inside of a dank cardboard box.
Still. You're vampires. I don't trust this. Something
I guess
fishy.
disgusted. They gave it like a side eye, like, eh.
Oh, okay,
Not like
fair
a,
enough then.
Oh, gross. Yeah. So yeah, they looked nasty.
I highly doubt that we will get the other pieces peacefully.
Oh, I didn't realize I had this. Fuck, I really want to do something with that now.
Oh?
I forgot that I have level 2 of Auspex, which is Premonition.
You don't
Oh?
like telling the future?
Yeah.
You
Fuck.
might, you want to try that?
I do. But, like, I don't want to interrupt. But also, Shiloh wouldn't give a fuck. After being suspicious of these guys, just because she's suspicious, she's gonna walk up next to the box again, and, like, she's not gonna stick her hand in like she did last time, but she's gonna put her face, like, right over it.
I can
Don't
just imagine
touch
the
it
camera looking
again.
up at you.
Makeshift, is it cool if I use Premonition?
Sure.
Awesome, okay, okay. I don't like how this explains the cost shit. Because it says free or one rouse check. Pick one?
I'm guessing
going to
depending
say-
on what you do.
I guess.
Yeah. Describe the ability. Is it like
Okay.
see the immediate future?
Whenever the storyteller deems it appropriate, this power gives the character a sudden hint that aids them in some way, letting them find a clue they've missed or saving them from danger. Whether it gives the character a sudden vision of themselves walking into a trap, an inviting red glow over the second right turn during a chase, or the brief flash of a skeleton beneath the floorboards in the prince's office, this power always gives the storyteller license to subtly speed up or play the story into a desired track. The suggested limit is 1 premonition per scene, even if more than one character has premonition. The user can also actively provoke a premonition by focusing on a subject, making a rouse check, and rolling resolve plus auspex. So that's probably what I'd be doing, is I'm, like, trying to provoke something while looking at this heart.
Gotcha.
So...
As you are looking at this heart,
Uh-huh.
I'm taking a look at the time to see how I should do the story beats right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, as you're taking a look at this heart, you see something unexpected. In that, I mean, besides from, seeing the future, which should probably be unexpected, you see first the image of a small cat in your mind. Well, not small, regular sized cat.
Okay.
And the face of a cat staring at you from a distance. You see an image of the heart, or the sounds of the heart throbbing faster and faster. And you see what seems to be sparks of electricity in the sky above the cat.
She's gonna pull away and, like, wrinkle her nose a little bit.
Did it start smelling all of a sudden?
Cat. And electricity.
Power plant.
I would like to see if either of these guys have, like, any cat hair on them or something.
You take a quick glance at them, but nothing seems to stand out as cat hair. You can give You can try using insight.
I only have one of those. Fuck it, sure, insight, why not? Hunger die and insight. Hey. Okay. It's a 7 and a 10 on the hunger die.
7 and a 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you look them over, they don't seem to have any sort of like cat hair on them. They just seem a little like perplexed as to why you're staring at them so much. But
Good.
But you do notice the heart is starting to beat faster now, and everybody else notices it in suit.
Uh, Donald looks the fuck
How
around.
much faster? A lot? Or just mildly?
Mildly, you noticed it pick up.
Did I recognize that cat?
Nope,
Okay. Good.
not yet.
Not yet. No, no, really.
Because it's the future. Well, hey.
Well, hey!
Can
Wahoo!
I want to take a look around and see if anything's changed since that heart started being a bit faster. Any
Yeah.
sound of the car getting closer?
No, but you noticed you can't see the stars. When you look up, in the distance, it does seem like there's a little bit of lightning. You didn't notice since you were indoors for so long, but it seems a storm rolled in.
How wonderful. Rain.
Oh, a thunderstorm. More specifically, a lightning storm, I believe. If your thingamajig is future vision.
Somehow she's been acting. She has power of aspects. Should have known.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, you are right on the money.
We're going to die.
You're already dead.
And as you say that, the sound of rain is picking up a little bit. In like you hear a droplet here, a droplet there start to hit the ground. But among the droplets, you also hear one very, very recognizable noise. You hear a cat meow.
Donald's gonna look over towards the cat. I assume everyone else is too.
Yee.
Yee.
Cat.
Everyone present immediately looks towards the sound of a meowing cat. And you do see it a little ways down the sidewalk. Just chilling there, staring straight at all of you, and it's the cat you saw in your vision, Shiloh.
Nyla will growl and press her body against Herbert's leg.
Lightning storm, cat, rain. Donald's gonna place the box down and step away from it. He's gonna.
As you do, it's throbbing harder and harder.
Donald's gonna make a dash for the church.
One of the dudes who like came from the car, he saw you like dash away, and he's like, "What's that dude's problem? You forget something?" And he walks over towards the cat a little bit. He's like, "Hey, shoo."
You rude to a cat.
Shiloh's going to
Gives you-
watch.
This thing gives me the creeps. It's just sitting here.
Hmm.
That still doesn't mean to tell it to shoo away.
I want to go
know,
grab it,
honestly-
but I'd have zero in animal ken.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't touch the cat if I was you.
You hear Donald call out from over at the church, and as the like goon just kind of like keeps his distance a little bit, but he is still closer to it than everybody else. It's probably only like, I don't know, like stone's throw away, stone's toss. He's like 10 feet away
Mm-hmm.
because it's just a cat. But that heart keeps throbbing faster and faster. And the cat lets out another meow, but this one kind of trails off and doesn't stop. It just kind of like, yeah.
Like a fucking bomb, Jesus.
Keeps this low groaning noise coming as you see something comes out of its mouth that looks kind of pointed.
Donald's gonna place a hand on his gun.
And the pointy thing keeps coming out further.
Okay, you said
And
that the
further.
goon dude is still close by the cat.
Yes.
I'd like to use command to make him to like come back away from the cat.
Sure. What are the... Tell me what command does. The description.
Give one simple word order that a target must obey.
All right, let's see if that succeeds. What kind of rolls you got to do, or does he have to roll against it?
I can look it up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm looking at this thing. It just says give a simple one-word command orders that a target must obey.
No
It's like-
activation cost?
Oh, everybody's back from
Not
ad
that I
break
can
on
see
Twitch.
here. Like,
Not even a rouse check.
like,
What is the main
Where?
thing's name? Is it-
dominate.
Dominate. Where's command?
I put in side
It's
chat the thing
number
I'm looking at.
1. Level 1.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Isn't it?
level 1.
Odd.
Yep.
It's not showing up. That's fucking weird. Where is it?
Is it called Compel instead?
Oh, yep. There it is. I see compel.
With eye contact, the
Okay.
vampire can issue the victim single action command, no longer a short sentence to be obeyed. To the letter, it must be possible to complete the single command in a single turn. The storyteller decides whether to interrupt ambiguous commands in unexpected or
If-
unfavorable waves.
If you look inside chat, here's where I
Yes.
have what I know, and it's the first thing.
We have the rulebook open.
Fair
I don't-
enough.
We have it in front of us right now as well.
That's the technical stuff.
It says for roll, it would be charisma plus dominance versus intelligence plus resolve. So I'm guessing the verses would probably be for a player character or for a character that like Makeshift would know about.
The
Let's see here. I'll grab a. Damn, it has been a while since I've grabbed the physical dice.
okay, so charisma plus dominate is what I gotta do, I guess.
Yep. Charisma
Yep.
plus dominance.
Do-do-do.
How many successes is he gonna need?
I have 3 dice. Technically 4 if I'm rolling with the hunger, right?
No, the hunger replaces a die.
Yeah, the hunger
Okay.
is a die.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 dice. Let's see. Real quick. Roll 2d. Roll.
How many levels on Dominate do you have?
I got 2 successes.
Gotcha. You got a 10 and a 2. So, he did not succeed. So, as you hear this strange. I can't get these dice back in. They're awesome.
Well,
Whatever. You hear Clementine speak in this odd tone that feels mystical. And when they do, this goon just kind of stiffens up and he turns around away from the cat and takes a step forward. But in that time, that pointy bit coming out of the cat's mouth lurches forward like a long snake and zigzags upward. And after a brief moment of seeing what looks to be kind of like a gooseneck with a very long pointy beak that's almost like the tip of a spear, it lunges downward and impales the man in the back of his heart.
Nice.
And the beak spears right down through the pavement and chips away a good amount of the stone beneath it.
Shiloh will start cackling with laughter.
Donald is gonna make sure that
Herbert will
he's.
walk a bit to the side to not be in between that and the heart.
Yeah.
Clementine's gonna walk more towards the church, just like, nope, I'm backing away from that box.
Shiloh's gonna stay near the box.
All right, as you all try and move in those various directions, you see the opening of this cat's mouth. It's starting to like stretch wider. The cat looks less like a cat, more like a pelt. As it whatever's inside of this thing's stomach seems like it's crawling its way out. It's like a TARDIS. It's bigger than the inside. And yeah,
Donald's gonna go on the radio, and call into the Nosferatu, and quickly catch him up, and then describe what Donald is seeing, in hopes that that the Nosferatu will go, ah yes, it's going to happen. Great job, don't die, or something similar.
okay, so as you see a man get impaled by the thing that crawled its way out of a cat, which is bigger on the inside, uh, you quickly call in on the radio. Yep, we found this. Pretty sure that's what we're looking for. Do you copy, I guess?
Yeah.
And in the meantime, while that's happening, you see a lot of feathers begin to spurt out from the base of this thing's neck where the cat was. And it seems like two real big pairs of wings sprout out from the bottom of it. And it seems like the neck and wings of just this bird, whatever it is, have been consumed by the cat at some point and merged together in its stomach. And a lot of electricity is crackling along the lengths of its wings.
I'm guessing this is the part where we leave and let Camarilla handle this.
Yep. Yeah, it most certainly is.
I definitely think it's time.
You're the one on the radio.
Well, he's not gonna wait for a response because can't get very much more whatever the fuck that is. Donald's gonna make a break for the car that the two came in.
You do that, and as you're making a break for the car, the other goon pulls out a gun and he starts shooting at the terrifying bird creature. And he pops off a few shots into it. Which does categorically nothing to this thing. It does not seem to care at all about a few bullets. And shortly after, it pulls its beak out of the back of the first guy and he slumps down to the ground. It turns its attention towards the one that's now shooting at it. And it crawls towards him. And actually, let me give him a roll. Just in case he gets like a god roll out of nowhere.
Just for chance.
Just give this one random NPC a chance at life. You got a
New
5.
player incoming.
A 4.
Oh.
And a 6. One success. Let's see what the bird gets.
I don't like the silence.
You got a good bit more.
Rip.
The bird impales him through the shoulder, and it immediately severs his right arm that was shooting at him. And screaming in pain, that guy falls to the ground. this is kind of one turn, so I'll say during your turn, what do you all do? Because I know Donald's
sorry.
already like running for the car right now, and in that time, you probably made it to the car. Are y'all trying to get to the car?
The heart and the bird are still separate, yes?
Yes.
Hmm. What if I
Look at a
What if I
pad.
kicked the box closer to the
Look at a-
bird?
We're gonna hand deliver it.
I mean, I can't touch it.
I
It's too
mean-
hot. But I kind of want to kick the box a little closer to the bird.
You can throw the box with the heart in it.
Fucking
Yeah, but it'd be funnier to kick it. But yeah, no, I'll throw it.
Well, you're strong. You can kick it.
Yeah, I've got 2 strength. That's fine. Yeah, I'd like to throw the box closer to the bird.
Okay. You give me. You don't really need a check for this. You can just throw the box closer to it.
Okay, cool. I throw the box at the bird.
You do that, and the very rapidly throbbing heart, it's like it's shaking its way to your hands as you do this, but you toss it over towards it, and it is now closer to the bird, like right beneath it, essentially.
Beneath it.
Shiloh is going to stand, like, she's not going to move from where she stands, and she's going to watch with a freaky grin on her face.
Clementine is running toward the car.
Herbert will walk past Shiloh and just be like, knock yourself out. And also go to the car.
Nice. So you all get in the car?
Yes.
Oh, I hope
All
they
right.
have the key in the car.
In your car or their car?
Their car.
I'm gonna say yes
Oh, perfect.
to leave it warm. You still have to start it.
Amazing. Yeah, Donald.
Hope I can get to it before y'all leave.
Yeah, you better. I hope so too. Donald's gonna start the car up. We ain't gonna stay here.
Give me a drive check.
Do you want to drive composure? Remain to make sure I don't break the key off in the ignition.
Yeah. Drive composure, and it's difficulty of 2 collectively between those 2.
All right. 1, 2. Let's see. Okay, that's 1, and then 4 composure. One, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Nice. You managed to start the car without panicking so much you break the key, and you're in good shape. Not so much like those 2 goons outside who have acted as mute shields,
See.
as he has now been pecked to death as that second lunge of the beak is going straight into his heart, and he has also gone completely limp, as the bird now seems to turn its attention briefly towards its heart on the ground, and it like pokes at it for a moment before like chomping it up and like swallowing it down its throat.
Mood, same. Been there.
Ugh.
Pedal to the metal. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Damn, just gonna leave me behind. Sure. I see how it is.
Try to jump in then.
Sure. She will turn away from the bird, and she's gonna go to the car. Cause sure, why not?
The window is down in the the front passenger seat. Do you want to just jump in through the window or spend time
Sure.
opening the door?
Sure, I'll try to hop in through the window.
Gotcha. Give me a difficulty 1, dexterity
Sure.
or athletics, either one.
Why not both?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay, good, that's correct. Okay. 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 Oh boy. Well, shit. What did you say? What did you say the success thing was?
Difficulty 1.
2 crits. One of them is on the hunger die.
Ah. So, I assume that's a bad critical.
Yeah, messy
So-
critical.
As you lunge your feet towards the inside of the car, it occurs to you the window is actually up, and it leaves a nice shard of glass in your thigh.
Oops.
You take a point of superficial damage.
Not another one.
Oof.
Okay.
Yep. Pedal to the metal. We're gonna start driving towards the borders of the city, but the main goal is not to get there just yet.
You do that, gassing it out of here as fast as you can.
Jesus Chrysler, he's fucking gassing it.
Pedal
And
to the
as you're-
metal.
As you're gassing it, things seem to be kind of calm. You know,
Seem to
He
be.
knows better. He knows better.
as you're moving away rather quickly from those two very eviscerated bodies. You know, things are going all right, but it's still raining around you.
You know, this is the calm before the storm. He's seen this before. Not specifically this. I'm aware of what I said.
Shiloh is going to tend to the wound in her leg.
You do that, giving a yank to the piece of glass and seeing the bits of blood still stuck to it.
Nice. Should I lick it? No, I'm not gonna lick it. That's weird. Anyway.
Give me an awareness check.
Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. That's...
Difficulty is 3.
All of us.
Ah, fuck. Well, that's
No,
not gonna
Shiloh
work.
specifically.
Copy.
That's not gonna work. Yeah, no. No successes.
Oof. So, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary until,
Oh boy.
as some time passes, the car seems to creak a bit for just a brief moment,
Oh.
and
Oh, boy.
then the beak of that bird spears its way down through the hood of the car
Oh shit.
and pierces directly into your thigh.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The perception was to see if it would, if you could see the image of it reflected in the piece of glass you just yanked out.
Oh.
Okay, so what damage is that then?
That's one regular, like non-superficial damage.
Oh, she is so fucked right now. She is low.
I'm gonna try to return fire.
How do you do it?
Well, I assume I should be able to see it in the on the fucking, where is it? What is it called? The side mirrors.
You can see a lot of feathers hanging over the edges of the car.
Oh, cool.
It
So it's
seems
just
like this thing is above you.
perfect. He doesn't even need to aim. He's gonna grab his pistol and just point it like slightly back, like a 45-degree angle from him, and hopefully that should hit the thing. He's gonna give
45-degree angle? Okay, yeah. Give it
Yes.
give it a try.
it, firearm dexterity.
I have a
Dis-
specialty
difficulty-
of. Hmm.
Difficulty is 3 since you're actively driving right now.
Okay, I have a specialty of CQC, close quarters combat, and I don't think you can get more close quarters than this. Specialties add 1 more die. Is it?
I guess, maybe. Still getting
It
my
is.
sea legs in learning the system.
You said yes, right? Joshua? Alright. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have 1, 2, 3 successes and a crit. So 7.
Nice. You successfully
Nope, sorry.
pop off a few.
Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry, that's my bad. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 successes. One was a percentile die. My bad.
Ah, gotcha. You manage to pop off a few rounds behind you at a 45-degree angle, and you hear what seems to be a loud screech come from the skies above you. And the car's hit, like, on your steering wheel. You notice that some like jolts of electricity arc across like the steering wheel and over towards Shiloh. Am I pronouncing that right? Shiloh's
Yes.
thigh.
Huh. Well, don't know what to make of that.
Anybody else want to try and do something at this point?
Before my leg is ripped open by a beak, please.
Oh, the beak is back out of the car. It only
Oh,
speared
thank
you for a
fuck.
moment.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a quick little cuckoo clock moment of cuckoo, bam.
Cuckoo, your muscles are ruined.
Cuckoo,
Yep.
stab through your leg. D, D, D.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna guess that nobody does anything.
I'm driving. I just shot. I can't do much else.
I know what you did.
Not really much I can do in this situation.
Scream at it.
Yeah, there's not much that can be done.
Convince it not to do it.
You can, I don't know, look out the window to see when it might attack to try and dodge it.
Or
You.
Shiloh turns all the way around her seat to look at the back window to see if it's there.
You see some
Clementine,
dangly.
not Shiloh. Clementine.
You turn around and see some dangly bits near, like, behind the car. It seems that this bird is flying just above the car right now. It's still got some pretty big wings, but yeah, its head is probably directly above the car. It's a bit hard to spot that part. You might be able to if you stick your head out the side of the window, but that also risks, giving it a
Death?
visual on your head.
Hold on. Hold on
It's
to the
faster
steering wheel
than
with the
the
lead
fucking
out.
car. It's faster than the fucking car. Either you outrun it, or you get enough. Would I know if there's any tunnels around that are too small for its big ass wings?
Give me a streetwise check to see if you can recall any tunnels nearby in Boston.
Streetwise and intelligence?
Sure.
Alright.
Difficulty 2.
Yeah, that's only one success.
Oof. Yeah, you can't remember any nearby tunnels that could help you right now. All of them are too far away.
But I have not been in this part of the city for much.
And
Yeah.
it is then going to make some more attacks. Wapow. That one's a hit. It lunges its beak down from the ceiling again, this time aiming at. Let me get a d4 and use that to determine which seed it attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's in the behind the driver's seat? I'm picturing that being Mueller.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The beak lunges down from the ceiling again and tries to attack you. And the beak plunges down into your leg and gets 2 successes. And it gives you a point of... Actually, is there a way to roll against this? You can give me a dexterity check against 2 successes to see if you can dodge this at the last second.
Grapple its head.
You could try that too. But first, dexterity check to see if you also get your thighs impaled.
Them 60-65s. Dasha?
You there?
So, yeah, dexterity check is up. I was looking at something in
Okay.
the rules.
Oh, gotcha.
Dexterity, 3 dice. That is 1 success.
Oof. Yep, so the beak plunges down another hole through the roof and impales you in your thigh and gives you 1 non-superficial damage. I keep forgetting the name of the regular damage.
Aggravated.
Aggravated, thank you. And then it's going to make another attack on... let's see if this hits. Yep. Clementine. Give me a dex check to see if you can dodge the beak slamming down through the roof at you.
That is an 8. That's a success.
The beak slams down closer to your torso, but you're able to juke your body to the side at the last moment, and you just get like a bad gash across your bicep,
Not the
giving
suit.
you 1 superficial damage. And then, oof, it'll once again try and attack Mueller. But this time it misses like everything. Its beak slams down and like right between your legs and misses you completely.
Ow, fuck.
PP.
It's going for the dick.
I want to use my feral whispers to talk to the fucking thing. It does not necessarily need to answer, but I need to make a rouse check for it. Because not my fabulous. And I will tell it, we put you together, we are not your enemy. I also failed the rouse check. So I get one more.
Ooh. One hanger.
One more hanger.
You do that, and it doesn't seem to respond, but it has stopped pecking for the time being. Maybe it's thinking. You hear, it sounds like the wings get brought down, or it's almost like it landed on top of the car, because you can see it grip the edges of the hood, or the edges of the cabin. But it seems to have given pause for a moment. It arcs its neck down and around and like looks through the window of where you're sitting. And you see its like beady, intense eye looking at you.
Donald is aiming at it using his peripheral vision since he needs to focus on driving the goddamn car.
Yeah, the fire. And
I'm very tempted to.
I'll just hold out a hand towards him. You know, he probably can't tell that considering he is focusing on the road. And turn back to and make eye contact with it.
You make eye contact with the bird.
Burp.
Bird, 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 bird.
We wanted you to be here. We got your heart out of the German. Not German. English. We got your heart out of the village. Yes. Out of the forest. That's the English word.
Ah.
And you tell it's 4 a.m. for me. Jesus Christ.
It seems to contemplate your words for a moment. And then it brings its head back up above the car and seems to have paused for the time being. It's not pecking you all to death, so that's good.
Donald's gonna slow the car down a bit.
You do that. And it seems to stay chilling up there. And for like a whole minute seems to pass, and it's just chilling up there.
Did we ever get a response back from the Nosferatu?
I'll say yeah. He quickly radioed back as you were saying that, and he said something like, "What you fucking wasting time talking to me for?" Something like that.
All right. Donald's gonna pass the radio over to Shiloh.
Nice.
You might wanna talk to the fucked up guy.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I'm gonna find a slightly
Comment.
secluded spot.
Clementine is staring at Donald like, really?
Shut the
I'm
fuck
busy
up.
driving.
Shut the fuck up. It's just my song.
She didn't say anything. She's just giving him the look of like,
I
He
know-
looks at you for the rear view mirror. Unless you want to talk to him.
fair enough.
Shiloh fiddles with it for a second before figuring out how it works, and she just, hello.
Are you talking into the radio right now?
Yes.
Or the walkie-talkie, I should say.
Yes.
And the voice calls back and goes, "That the Malkavian?"
Is that the Malkavian? Yes, a click.
Jesus.
You know my name is Shiloh, right?
Don't give a shit.
It's a phoenix. It's alive.
It's a goddamn goose.
Don't insult it.
It doesn't speak languages.
They're fighting about it.
I was tempted to say it like pecks down through the roof at your neck a little bit.
You would have proven Clementine right. Do not insult it. It can't understand things. Heck.
It can't hear you through the wind up there.
Good.
It's like a dog with its head out the window. Can't hear shit. So do you want
And-
it, or?
Do I want it? No. I want to let that thing turn loose in the city.
It looks like it wants us right now.
Then I don't know.
shake it off. Just drive through a tunnel or something. Just get near someplace busy, hit a nearby pole, and run.
Hmm.
I don't know, just shoot away if it's getting all patient with you.
Hmm. And then she clicks the radio off.
You do that.
I don't like
So-
him.
Yeah, me fucking neither. But what are we gonna do? You gonna think of a tunnel, right, Herbert?
What if we brought it
I'm-
to him?
Want those playthings to kill us?
Be really funny.
I forgot who I was talking to for a moment. My bad.
Well,
You might know of one of the nearest Camarilla controlled areas.
that would, what, be the center of town?
Drive it there. It seems to be peaceful for now.
This is gonna be fun. We're all gonna die.
I don't like this idea.
I mean, it killed the two goons first that attacked it. No disrespect, by the way. I just don't know their names.
I never gave
I
him.
need. I know. So maybe if we do take it to one of those places, they'll attack it first. We'll attack them, and we can leave.
All right. So where are we
They
headed?
don't. Where would be one? Like, would Clementine know where one of those places is?
You know,
Yeah, just
secrets.
kind of around the heart of the city. It's not too hard to find these spots for you guys.
Oh, god damn it.
Just take us to the heart of the city.
Fuck. He'll start driving towards the heart of the city.
Having regrets.
You do that.
I don't like that this is our only option.
Me neither.
As you drive towards the heart of the city, a few minutes pass until you get a little bit closer, and the big bird on top of your car starts to act up a little bit. And suddenly, as you're getting in sight of like an area that you understand to be under the camera's control, the bird launches off with a great thum above you, and a lot of sparks of electricity seem to arc across both your car and the path it travels through the sky. And suddenly a power outage occurs in like a big block of the city, as you then just hear a bunch of like distant screaming.
Donald's gonna take that cue as to head towards the edge of the city.
Yeah.
Indeed, now's a good time.
Now's a good time to get the fuck out.
Yes.
He steps
That should
on
have done the trick.
Let's go before it decides to land on the vehicle again.
Hatch a goddamn meg on it.
And you all make your way towards the edge of Boston. Taking a few back roads and a few lesser known places, you pick up on some details from your radio that the various organizations are clashing about as quietly as you can imagine they can. But later on, this night would come to be known as nothing more than a blackout in which a few people suffered unfortunate drunk driving accidents in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that the cleanup efforts were pretty good on everyone's end, but most importantly is you got out with most of your flesh intact. Congratulations, the night has not claimed you.
Woo!
Hey,
We did it! We didn't
Woo!
die!
Close calls, though.
Woohoo!
Indeed. That bird was going to do a lot more damage if you weren't able to talk to it. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, it's just going to keep attacking them until they hit the brakes on, your conservation of momentum.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Well, I
Fucking
do
get
say,
off. Screech.
I do say that was a successful one-shot. Don't you agree?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I liked
I
it.
liked it. This was fun. This was really fun. I enjoy the system to a point. I see where longer campaigns are definitely a bit more excuse me,
Favored.
a bit more common. Yeah, but no, that was super fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope everyone watching enjoyed it. But it is now quite late for most of us, so it is time for us to say adieu.
boy.
We take a bow.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Don't let
night.
the night claim you.
Don't let the darkness pull you in.